It's setting up the meeting for Facebook.
Hey, look at that.
Redirecting. Here we go.
On time-ish.
On time-ish, yeah. Episode 10, Find the Clint.
Woo!
Woohoo!
We are live.
Everybody's excited when you find the Clint.
Hmm.
We are live. Awesome.
That is great. So this is what, episode number 10.
Yes.
Wow.
Look at this. We've made it so far. We're so excited.
That is craziness.
We've hit double digits. This is amazing. You're all welcome. Okay.
Attempting to find the Clint. Hold on.
Oh, you're trying to find a Clint right now?
Yeah, I'm reaching. It's we're good.
Are you reaching for the Clint?
Awesome. There we go.
So, I mean, you're kind of going out of your way to just find the Clint here live with people, okay?
Yeah.
It's very big of you. So, but while they're trying to find the Clint, welcome everybody. We're back here, Frack Paddy Wack. We're all excited to be with you. I think by now, episode 10, you know who we are. I mean, come on. If anything, you see the names here. Come on, people. We like you, but we're expecting a little bit of effort from your side too. Come on. So we're here. We're live. We're happy you're with us and joining us again. We apologize once more for last week. Apparently, there was an issue with a client between Facebook and Zoom, and we read about it, and we were not the only ones with that issue. So we apologize, but luckily, we got things pushed through. Thank you, Erica. We appreciate you for helping us, go through that and making the best of it. So please feel free to share with your friends. Share the what we got going on right now. It's already being posted on Facebook. Share with your individuals, your family, your grandma. I'm sure she'll love us too. We're come on. Look at this.
At least she'll love tonight, right?
Oh, I'm sure she'll tell us stories about. I remember when I found the Clint one time.
Oh,
And I'm sure Clint will say, "I remember her." But,
Or wait, was she that? Oh.
no. So stories for different days and different crowds. So again, please invite your friends. Have them jump in the chat. If you're upset with me, at me. I don't care. I'm just glad people are talking to me. I miss people. I do.
I need people.
So yeah, we're gonna get started now with TJ, starting out with our topics. So bring it out.
Yes, welcome to episode 10, Find the Clint. Our trending topics for the night are Trump's executive order targeting social media. He says, shut it all down. I can't help but be thinking, yeah, sure. The protests that are going on in Minnesota that turned into riots over what I would actually consider that's a murder. And call it whatever you want, but we're going to talk about it. SpaceX launching. They had to scrub their launch. We watched all day long, waiting in the background while we were working.
All the pre-show.
Told Tyler, hey man, you're going to wake up, and when you wake up, we're going to watch a rocket launch into space. And he woke up and he's like, rocket launch. And we're like, sorry. So
Just kidding.
Got scrubbed. Looking into Saturday, so we got a whole topic on that. Carlos is going to make us a delicious drink. What's it called?
Oh,
there we go.
Planter's
Carlos.
Punch.
An entire drink that he doesn't know what it is.
No, it's called Planter's Punch.
Yeah, that.
So yeah.
We have a special guest tonight. His name is Clint Edwards. He is one of the four of ours very good friends. He lives right here in town in Central Florida with us. One of the most hilarious guys you're ever going to meet. Super fun story. He's done a lot in his life. He's a really good, fun guy to be around. Never a dull moment when you are hanging out with the Clint. We're going to play a fun game called You Decide later. We've got some funny historical facts about rum because Carlos chose a rum drink. We are going to get to the food segment tonight, I promise. And then we're going to tell you a little about the four of our niches in business. And then I actually added something that I thought was cool, which is an inspirational, motivational closing quote. So with that, I'm going to slide it over to Brooke so she can tell you about the game of You Decide.
Are you sliding the Clint over to Brooke or just?
Not live. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So our game, our drinking game is called You Decide. And we basically have two choices. And if we all pick the same thing, it's a social and we all drink. And if you're the only one who chooses the choice, then you drink because you're wrong.
Are you? Well, yeah, I mean, you're wrong. Erica, tell us about the keyword of the night.
So I am guilty of this word, so I'm going to allow you all to call me out. I say absolutely all the time. Lots of times it's in sarcasm, but a lot of times it's just to make you feel reassured what you're doing. So absolutely is our word, and our hashtag is hashtag what is next.
There it
Nobody
is.
knows.
There it is. Make sure you're jumping on social media. Click that share button a couple times for us. Put it on the admin any pages. Put it on your business page. We're hilarious. We are going to entertain all of your employees and customers.
We think we're hilarious.
Yeah.
Don't put it on your business page.
Or you might get fired. In that case, that is your own fault.
That would be a terrible idea. I don't think we need to. It's up to you guys. Do we want to keep?
Oh no, I'm letting them in.
Yeah, we let him in. Let's go
Let the
ahead.
Clint in.
Yeah,
Well,
fine.
she found the Clint. The Clint is in.
Hey,
We found the
we
Clint.
found the Clint.
Finally.
It took us forever.
Forever.
So furry.
So how you guys feeling?
Well, we found you, so we're doing great.
Yeah, hard.
We're doing good. So Clint, we decided to bring you
Thanks
in
for
basically
some
for the
candy
majority of the show. All we've done is the intro. And since you don't have the rest of the slideshow, we're going to move right into segment one and let you play along. So, trending topic number one is today is actually in the made-up world of national holidays. Today is National Hamburger Day. Clint, where is your favorite hamburger from?
Oh, you said food. Wait, he's excited.
Ooh.
Start up in the tummy.
Wait. Are we talking like sit down or fast food?
Sit down.
Let's go with sit down. Where's your favorite hamburger?
Sit down. Winter Circle.
Nice plug.
Yeah. But fast food, In-N-Out, hands down.
Hey, ladies, you heard it from the Clint. In and out.
In-N-Out, always In-N-Out.
Direct from the Clint.
Right in there.
Where is
Eric-
it and out?
Erica.
It's west of the Mississippi.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say when we go to Vegas, there's a big, huge hamburger there, and we have not. I don't think we got a chance to go.
I got tacos.
We went. Oh, we did. We go to a lot of places slightly intoxicated in Vegas.
Just
No.
slightly.
Slightly.
But
Yeah, I call fib on that.
Okay, carefully.
And the last time we went to Vegas was pre-child.
Pre-Tyler. Yeah.
Yeah, slightly
Don't mind us.
intoxicated.
We're gonna reminisce for a few. Erica, favorite burger place?
Well, they closed it.
Aw.
Square
What?
One Burger. And I actually
Oh.
really enjoyed their turkey burgers. So there's
Like-
that.
And
Love those.
All right, Carlos.
For me, it's a tie between SNL Burgers and Chop Shop.
Ooh.
Good ones.
Not wrong. Definitely not wrong.
Yeah, good choices.
I'm gonna have to go with Chop Shop.
I am also a major Chop Shop fan. I love my Winter Circle Hickory Burger, but I love my Chop Shop Blue Suede just a couple levels higher than that. So yeah.
I'm telling Dad.
The only reason I would pick Chop Shop over SNL is because SNL's got to get its crap together and be able to accept cards now. Please.
Oh,
Park
City, Utah.
City, Utah had a bison burger.
Hmm.
at
Yeah,
one of the
I
places.
forget where we ate
That
there.
was
It was
incredible.
amazing.
So if you're ever in Park City, go have a bison burger because that is like fresh
The elk
bison.
burger, not so good.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah. Oh,
that was a little different.
Can I just get an endangered list burger?
Yeah,
Just some baby seal, something.
Hey, there were different choices. I wanted to try different things.
I thought you were about to say, hey, they had a like rare Australian tiger that doesn't exist.
Clint, were you tuned in at all for the SpaceX stuff?
no.
No.
Well, I mean, yes and
That makes
no.
two of us.
Okay, if you're not. It's
It's only history being made. No big deal.
It's just history.
Oh, I mean,
You can YouTube it later.
I was there. 30-minute delay, but I was there.
Yeah. Anyway, so SpaceX is actually for the first time since 2011
Right.
launching people, humans, people, launching people to the International Space Station from the U.S.
From the US. Yeah.
We've sent a few people up from Russia, including Americans from the Russian side of things, but we haven't sent anybody to space from the US. So that was pretty cool. It's kind of a huge milestone that is in the works. My buddy Cody told me that they're working on decommissioning the current space station, which I didn't know. They are decommissioning the current space station and going to be launching another one at the same time. So a lot of the launches that SpaceX has been doing, bringing satellites and bringing a bunch of pieces and parts and things up there, are all part of this huge transition that is happening. And now this is the first time that SpaceX and Tesla has basically formatted the top of the rocket to fit what they're calling the Dragon capsule, and bringing people up there. And pretty soon what they're talking about it being is Dragon. What they're talking about is that they're gonna work on making it to where eventually, I'd say regular people, but super rich people will be able to go to space. So,
yes, exactly.
It's like a amusement
no big
park.
deal. It's a $4 million trip to space for 12 seconds, and they're like,
oh, boy.
Just write a check. We're good.
Anywho.
Oh, yeah. It won't bounce. I promise. Just talk to me when I come back from space.
Can I post-date that like for 5 years?
That's all you need is 5 years?
John Hammond.
I mean, like eventually.
Like, no big deal. $4 million. You're gonna get on a rocket ship. You'll go up. You'll probably be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll do like, here, you can hang out and stay overnight, because they're like, you people are gonna go crazy and get malicious. But yeah, like, you here, go up, hang out. We're gonna take a tour for 2 hours and then come on back down.
Yeah. For that much money? No, thank you.
Yeah, so pretty crazy. We were reading about a lot of the stuff going on with SpaceX. Another program going on alongside of it that is not SpaceX, but a company called Blue Origin, or at least the project is called Blue Origin. Their goal is to get to the space station and then go from the space station to the moon and set up habitats on the moon. If you've ever seen the movie Pitch Black, I think that's a terrible idea.
I was gonna say, I've seen too many movies like this. I also watched The Martian. I know it was in Mars, but I'm saying it could happen.
I mean, there's a reason we haven't been back to the moon, and it's not because of technology. Armstrong came back and was like,
Nah.
no.
We good.
Yeah. What is it? You guys are back early? Yeah, there's ghosts on the moon.
Pink Floyd wrote a song about it. They know better.
Wait, wasn't Transformers also up there or something?
Yes.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. Well, no, that was a Pink Floyd album.
Wrong.
But you can't just stay on the sunny side. Things rotate.
No, Dark of the Moon and Last Night, both.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, and what happens when it becomes a crescent moon? Like, what if your habitat was in the full size of the moon? Does it just fall off and float away? No.
All right, quick question. Honestly, how many years do you think until we honestly get to Mars as people?
20.
You think 20?
What? Now, wait. Are you talking about habitating, or are you talking about landing on Mars like we did on the moon?
Habitating.
100.
How long are we habitating? A month? Like the movie Martian, or we stay? Or we? Well, once you go, it's supposed to be round trip, or not round trip.
It
Once
takes like
you go,
5
you
years
are
to
there.
get there, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like the movie Space Between Us.
Will there be chicks?
Again, like
Or
the movie
Clint's.
Space Between Us.
I honestly think 20 years before we go there to stay.
Okay.
I think there's gonna be a couple trips that are go there with
Doesn't
some,
it take 5
some
years
people,
to get there?
some people to
And 5
stay
years
and
to
some
get
people
back?
come back type of deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to bring that stuff back. But yeah, I think
When we learn
20 years.
to cryo freeze people and then bring them back to life so they don't lose travel time.
5 years is no big deal.
Well,
10
that
years.
Space-Time Continuum works a little bit differently than that. Actually, one good show that I did really love, explaining a lot of things that use in real-world sciences in a science fiction show, was The Expanse. I believe it's free on.
That was good.
Yep.
I did hear, yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah,
mentioned
I think it's free on Amazon Prime. But I recommend watching it. I watched a lot of shows from Because Science on YouTube, and the guy kept talking about it, and I was like, fine, I'll check it out. I thought the guy was just hyping it up, and I'm going, that's pretty good how much research they did for those, and explaining a lot of the situations of the problems of people who are born in a certain different gravitational, level versus Earth and everything. So I highly recommend for like real good science and real good real world matchup. Great show. So I really recommend that one. I know
that should be our show for next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should really look at that one next week, Clint.
For next week. But I do think and I was watching, if you guys get a chance, if you have time on Saturday, so around 3:30 is going to be, it's the projected launch time. They cannot miss the launch time by too much. I don't think they can miss at all with what they're doing, because they had said, even in the window, most of the time, they can push it back 10 minutes or so when there's not humans inside of it. When they're just launching satellites and cargo and blasting that out in space. When they're connecting to the space station, they have to launch at the time, or it's a no-go. Because if they miss by as such as a minute, the space station is like way over there. So they were
not so much humans as it is a vehicle.
Yeah.
Like,
yes. But they're talking about so they're looking at a 3:30 launch time. When we watched, we just had it on the background while we were working, but they were going through all of the steps and everything that they did, all of the testing. They've already done full testing and mice, and then a suited, basically like a crash test dummy is what I would think, but fully suited in the suit to do all the sensor tests and everything like that. It's insane the amount of tests that they've gone through to make this perfect, and now NASA says, okay, you can use our astronauts. So it's
they better make it happen, because Trump and Pence are going back, so they got to make it happen.
Vodka, cran mango.
Yep.
It's like chewy at the bottom. What's in there?
That's what she
Put
said.
the ice in it. I couldn't tell you. So
Like drink
for those that want to see history in the making, tune in on Saturday. The eventual, I know the eventual plans are hotels in space, which I think is absolutely cool. I would go do that.
So are you paying by the hour or the year?
Oh yeah, you probably for that one to go stay in the hotel, you're probably paying. I'd imagine it's gonna be by the day. Yeah, it'd probably be a couple day trip. I would assume.
Yeah. Hello, American Express. Yeah, I need extension.
I need
like 5 years. Yeah. Is that cool?
Can you go ahead and I need my credit limit increased.
And then I'm gonna need an extension on that credit limit.
Hey Clint, would you mind calling them back and put me as an authorized user in your car? Make it a double.
So anyway,
going stag.
I just need a POA. Love you.
And
I was on something with Elon Musk. He was on Jay Leno's car show, and they're in the process in all the things that they're doing with SpaceX and the space station. They're working on obviously global internet, which is the launch of all the satellites that they're doing and everything like that, which is massive. They're working on that. Is a lot of that's being put in place for telecommunications between the space station over to the moon, out to Mars, back to Earth, as well as global here on Earth. But they are working on, at the Tesla facility, they have a Tesla tunnel built. And they're working on building the tunnels is going to be the ulterior means, so that way when all the electric cars and everything, all of that stuff shifts, they will move into these electric tunnels, which will travel along the streets or under the streets to alleviate traffic. That's a little tough to do here in Florida. I think the tunnel would have to go on top of the old road, and then the new road would have to go on top of the tunnel. Go ahead, Clint.
All right, so here's the deal, okay? So years ago.
Wait, do we all have to go back?
Picture this, Sicily.
Yes.
No, so okay. All right. So cars are the big platform for CO2, right?
Yep.
And you know how much they produce for man-made CO2 in total?
No.
4% of the total man-made CO2 in the world. You know what the biggest is?
Farts.
Power plants. So when you buy your electric car and you bring it home and you plug it into your house, guess what?
Just like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, a little more towards the house. Should I take it back here or?
Is it 3-prong or 2 or I mean, how does it work?
And
I
does it
think
go
I found the Clint, y'all.
like this, or is it?
Close enough. Anyways, but
Maybe
yeah,
it's like
so
this.
when you buy your electric car, you're actually doing more harm than good.
Maybe,
Makes sense.
unless your house has solar panels.
Yeah, about that, Will Robinson.
Oh, and anybody that buys a solar car, if they don't have solar panels on their house, they're a freaking hypocrite.
Touche.
A lot of them live in apartments.
I'll
They
get
don't
that for you.
have a whole house.
They live in a tiny house with tiny solar panels.
That's not worth it. It's just you don't catch enough sun from that. Too
That's
small of a
called
house.
Canada, so.
You have to charge your convection oven. That's it.
I'd rather just sit there with a winder, just like wow, wow. We can charge it up.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
yes, but yeah, that is the plan. Is that
What is
Hi,
wrong
Trooper.
with this animal?
that Tesla is looking at their
Should I
Tesla
let him
tunnels
out?
to take traffic out of alleviate traffic from the roads and eventually get to Demolition Man style where all the cars are electric. So
Oh, great. So we can have Taco Bell as the main industry now.
hopefully not, or maybe so, because Taco Bell's kind of delicious.
Yeah.
I said kinda.
After 2 a.m. and a
I'm
couple
going
of
to say a
these,
lot of it, not a kind of, a lot of it delicious.
Mexi melts are amazing.
again,
I
I'm
like
going to say,
nachos.
after several of these and after 2 a.m., it's game.
But yeah, so man-made CO2, cars contribute to 4% of it. So
Gas.
Doing that damn trivia. Like, are you guys sure you want to play trivia with him? I'm just saying.
Oh, I've already planned on drinking a lot. I get it. We're going to lose.
I mean,
Why are you looking around? Who are you looking at?
You don't have any
I'm
friends except for us. Just stop.
rolling to see that Mr. Jerry Wingfield, JLW Maintenance, is in the house in the chat room. He came over today, was hanging out, and I was like, "You need to be on our show." And he's like, "Okay."
It's like maybe I should watch the show.
Yeah, I was like, "You should watch it first, and then you'll realize." I
There
think
you
you
go.
can sit around and talk about business the whole time.
So business.
We can move into the next topic if we like. We can
Go for
skip
it.
All
Yeah,
right.
some sad news. So if somebody wants to take on this, because I've been having long conversations about it already.
Minnesota.
ooh.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Number one,
Mm.
disgusting.
it's absolutely disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting that our law enforcement are treating people like that. I'm sorry, but there's not. I don't know any good sides of this that you can have a good argument that says, "Oh, you don't know what he was doing prior."
It doesn't matter.
Nobody deserves to die.
You can't.
That doesn't matter.
Just being arrested and
There's no good sides of this. I hate to see it. We just watched another case of basically racism, being carried out on somebody else. Whether it's a forged $20 bill or a stolen tool or whatever it is, people don't deserve to die over that. Like it's ridiculous, and it doesn't matter the color of the skin, but it is lining up that it ends up being our fellow black friends, and we're all white. Carlos is Spanish.
He's white.
You know what I mean? So a lot of us we don't have to deal with this racial profiling. We don't live that life in the way that others do. Other areas are far worse. Other areas are far worse.
I was like, well,
My kid gets pulled over for driving while being black. So there's that.
Yeah, Erica has beautiful mixed babies, and so she knows these subjects all too well. But it's disgusting to see it happening. I hate to watch any sort of divide on social media over it. But then you look at rioting and protesting, and when protesting is fine, but when it turns to riots where you're burning down your city, I don't understand what that is supposed to solve. So,
Quick 2 cents, if I may, on this. Again,
please.
I was talking with my cousin actually earlier, and she brought up a very good point that you're right. It shouldn't matter that it's because of color of skin. Please, I'm not being insensitive by saying that. I'm just saying that shouldn't matter. The overall problem that we're seeing is abuse of authority.
Yes.
That is the problem here. I personally know people. I have a good buddy of mine from high school who is a policeman out in Bradenton. I have another gentleman actually here in town in Lakeland who works with the force, and they're great individuals. And it sucks that these several handfuls are ruining it for those others that I know are good people.
Right.
And that hurts now. And it still kills me though that to this day, it's still something that's brand new. It feels like it's brand new. I'm not going like it's not brand new. This has been going on. We just don't want to see it. And I get it. You're right. It's really not our place. I mean, because we have,
Yeah.
And like you said, you said it in the very beginning, TJ. You're right. What perhaps we don't get that kind of profiling. We don't get that kind of racially charged, backing or train of thought or something. And you're right. I will never know that. Even though my grandfather, who was black, he was from Trinidad Tobago. My uncle, black, from Venezuela, South America, and I see that, and it's just weird because when it doesn't happen to you in your bubble in your world, kind of like the whole COVID thing, if you're not being affected by it, you can't really say too much except your opinion. So please, by all means, everybody on here, this is our opinion. I mean, we're sad to see that definitely the loss of an individual. I do believe that it's a problem with authority having to say, hey, I'm taking this power and using it as I see fit. When that's not.
Me that it, and I get that there are cameras everywhere.
Well, it also baffles me that you can get to that position of authority without proper screening, or you can get past that screening.
People can change,
I can be nice to your face because you're my LT, my sergeant, my whatever, but when I see Clint on the side of the road, I just want to knock him upside his head. So,
to be honest, that's everybody in Lakeland. Let's just be honest here.
It's fair.
A friend of mine had posted, and he's soon to be in the FBI, but he said police are trained in the dangers associated with positional asphyxia. They are trained. They know.
Wait, do it one more time.
Police are trained in the positions of associated dangers associated with positional asphyxia. Sorry, it's very tough to say.
It's okay. I just want to make sure I got it.
So basically saying that when you are kneeling on somebody's neck, you know that you're cutting off their breathing. You are not supposed to do that. That is
how much
training.
Pressure you can apply. You know the angles in which you can apply certain
and even
pressures.
Being heated in the moment, unless you feel it is a life or death situation, you know better that is not something that you're supposed to do. Yeah. And it's very tough to do when things are squirming and everything like that. When you have 4 or 5 people that are all over someone, or you're the person that's being swarmed over, like things change in an instant. But what we got, if you watch the video, and I did not, again, because I don't like to watch stuff like that. I just catch and report what I can, but basically is what you see, and a lot of it is kneeling on the guy's neck. And you know not to do that. Let me go cover him.
And now, please, if we're, I can't speak for everybody in the group, or maybe I am, but again, our heart goes to the families. This is a human life. Doesn't matter what religion, what color skin, what back, doesn't matter that. This is somebody's brother, this is somebody's father, this is somebody's cousin, this is somebody's familiar. This is a human individual. And it sucks to see that. At the same time, though, again, I'm not speaking for the whole group and whatnot, but kind of getting to the next point of things that happened afterwards, it kind of reminded me of the Rodney King situation many years back, where I get it, racially charged, profiling and that situation happening, and it was caught, but still rioting is not a solution. And I get it. Please do not crucify me for any of this, I hope. I know it's social media and people want to try to take it out of context, and you just take a small clip from this, but please understand that is not going to better your situation.
Right.
And again, please, I'm not in that situation. I get it. I know that I'm not African American or black or anything like that. Please, by all means. But still, protesting, I understand that. I see a lot of the memes nowadays where it's I'm not sure you can call it a meme, but it's the one showing where the police guy and then Kaepernick kneeling, of what he was doing for a reason, because he understands that there is an issue with that. I get it. There's a way of doing things, and trust me, I know it's not easy to even say that, but by you rioting and breaking into a Target, by you burning up your local mom and pop shop, how is that going to help the situation? You're just feeding the fire, and that's what's helping divide people more. Now, please, my 2 cents. I can't speak for the whole group here. My 2 cents. So, but please let us know in the chat. What do you think? What are you seeing? Let us know. This is important to us. Because we all have to live. This is the only life we have. This is all we got. It's each other. I mean, even Clint. But
I mean, all right. So, from a guy who's been there and putting handcuffs on the wrong situation on multiple times, so I'll say this. All right. Until law enforcement is not promoted based upon ruining lives, things are not going to change, because they make promotion based upon arrest records, not even convictions, just arrests. All right. So a guy who's very open and out in the public and always there and doing things, I cannot do things for the Polk County School Board with children because I got charged with a bogus gun charge back in 2006 on a very aggressive Tampa cop. It got dismissed, nothing happened, but I have an arrest record for a felony gun charge. So,
was that a gun in your pocket?
No, it was in my car, actually. And I told him about it. So, but yeah, so I mean, until things change to where law enforcement and state attorneys and all that don't get promoted upon, and it's not even, I mean, it's just doing things the right way. That's all. Just, if you get misinformation, well, then you should be punished for it. If you don't, then been there, done that. So
I saw an informational little. It was not a memes are meant to be funny. So I saw I saw a post. It's a basic text post that said 1,000 good cops, 110 bad cops. 1,010 cops don't say anything about the 110 bad cops. What do you have? You have 1,110 bad cops, because you should be. You gotta get rid of the bad people. They are not there to protect and serve. They're not there to save lives. They're not there to, just help people. They're there to be the badass that they always dream they could be, and that's just not okay. That's not the right spot to be. We live in a world where there's a lot of bad going on, but not everybody is. Nobody deserves to die. You know what I mean? It's Erica. We talked about this just in a business side. Coach up or coach out. Like, all right, I'm going to coach you up, and we're going to fix your life. There are methods and programs and things like you become a better person. If you can't be a better person, then you can be in jail. And I think now you kill someone, you deserve to die. That's if you intentionally kill someone, you deserve.
Okay. But saying that same thing, but also not taking what Clint had to say because of our business aspect. Some are judging because of that arrest or charge or whatever, whether it was crap, whether it really happened, or they don't know the backstory. Did you ever pick up the phone to say, hey, what really happened?
Right.
Because I would be like, Clint was in your car? Seriously? Dude, come on, come work with me. Like, I don't care. I mean, I know him as a person, what was happening that night. I could give two craps about it. The best air conditioning guy that I know is a felon for drug charges. I could care less. Come fix my AC, dude.
I don't.
Yeah, but on a public front, though, we don't get that opportunity. Like,
right, and that's my personal issue.
Yeah,
right.
Because I would pick up the phone and be like, TJ, what was your felony for in 2010? Like, just talk to me about it.
People are going to look at a piece of paper.
Yeah, no, I don't. Because I've been there, done that.
Anyways, we can shuffle over into the next topic. I just wanted.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
I wanted to make sure that we all kind of got it out there, because this is our
happening.
space and our realm to vent a little bit and kind of bring up current topics that are going on, and that's one of them. It's a miserable topic to talk about, but I of course I get to have conversations with you guys every week, so helps my brain heal and my heart heal, and be able to kind of move forward and digest the situations that are trending in front of us every week. Let's talk about Orange Man. I love using it because Orange Man bad.
All of a sudden, we see where Tyler gets all his talk from.
Maybe this will gain 10,000 more people into the chat room. All right, so Trump's executive order targeting social media companies. He basically says that, I don't know, he does not agree with
The fact checking.
third party or any, he thinks that it's a First Amendment right.
Basically, freedom of speech.
It's freedom of speech. And if we're being fact checked and things are being blocked from being
because
put
it
out
doesn't
there,
fit someone's agenda.
because it doesn't fit an agenda, or maybe it is false.
And someone said it was not false.
Whose responsibility is it to fact check? Whose responsibility is it to tell us that we can't talk about it, post about it, share it? With the pandemic stuff going on, the scamdemic, plandemic video came out on YouTube and kept getting knocked down. Anytime it was shared on Facebook, kept getting blocked out. This information, is it conspiracy theory? We don't know. Is it truth? We don't know. Is it fallacy? We don't know. And
can it detect sarcasm?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Put hashtag sarcasm or say, hey, Facebook, this is sarcasm, or else they flag you.
It's like sometimes you just
Wait, are we talking about irony?
no, it's not true, and it
Yeah.
is
Oh, okay.
funny.
But if you share a meme that you think is funny, Clint, meme master,
What?
be the meme master. Carlos called him the meme king, and I was like, you can't. Like, there has to be a full-on battle for blood and life, and don't kill people, over memes. So I'm going to put you as a level of meme master.
Ooh.
As a meme master, how many of your memes have been flagged?
Wait, hold on, wait. I think I have a better one.
How many times have you been in Facebook jail?
How many? Yeah.
Honestly,
Can we call him Master Memer?
Jail status.
Oh, that was good. Y'all didn't hear that.
Oh, go ahead, Carlos. Sorry.
Can we call him the Master Memer?
Master Memer. Yeah. Boom.
Found the Clint.
Found the Clint, the master meter.
wait, honestly, none. Recently, none.
Really?
You said recently, though.
I got a clean record for 90 days, bro.
Also, we need a sarcasm font so people can read the sarcasm when we're typing it out.
Fancy font. I will show you guys how it's actually cool.
It's not.
Use fancy,
No, but
fancy.
it's still not. It won't get you out of Facebook jail if you use a fancy font.
It won't. But if you use hashtag sarcasm, it will.
Will it though?
I doubt
No.
Jesus, like,
Probably not.
Have you ever been put in Facebook jail?
Ooh.
You really
3
got to
hours,
know who your
24
friends
hours?
are.
Not recently.
A lot of people just report you because they're douchebags.
He's correct.
I have been in Facebook jail for 24 hours. 3
TJ
days,
apparently has a lot of douchebags on his friends
5
list.
days. You know what the problem is. So, and a lot of that is
None of those people are on my friends list.
If you make a post public, anybody
Right.
can see it. It gets shared. It's open up to that network. Well, I manage multiple pages, and I manage several sarcastic pages, and I've got Stay Funky, The Real Man's Page, Political Instigator, Sports Instigator, you name it. I have about 30 or 40 pages that I admin that several of us post to. It's a bunch of friends that get together and we're posting the crap. So my political posts have been getting flagged because they're public into the page.
Oh, you don't say.
So
Wait, a political post in this age getting flagged?
yeah.
Go on, sir.
You have my undivided attention.
All the pandemic stuff obviously got removed. I forget what else I posted. Something else. Some other stuff got removed, but just ridiculous. So that is Trump's argument, is that one of his posts the other day, Twitter added a fact checker now, and
Chug.
attaboy. Mine's empty. I needed another one already. But Twitter added a fact checker and put
Because you made them
basically
taste like sweet tarts
over
or
the
something.
top of Trump's post, or however they label theirs. Facebook, it puts a whole screen over the top. But over the top of theirs basically says partially false over the president's tweet. He got a little angry.
Just a section though. That's it. Just
Yeah,
that's it.
it goes below.
Wow.
Yeah. So now he is talking about, I guess there's a bill out there.
The executive order was signed and everything's trying to go through. And he, again, I understand the pros of that. I mean, there are good things about having something like this, but then who fact checks the fact checkers?
Right.
Exactly.
So we go down that rabbit hole of, all of a sudden I turn, German, we go down the rabbit hole. But anyways, and the problem is that you can only have so many, guard dogs guarding. The reason for having the free speech, the free open internet.
Where does the free speech come in?
Right. Now, I get it. Some things are sarcasm, oh, this and that, whatever. But there are those, and I get it, who are now perhaps giving all the world's best news or trying to help the situation, where they're trying to charge or they're trying to get their bias and their point of view. I get that as well. As much as I may not like it, it's going to be there. They have the right to speak their mind. But at the same time, though, I know it's a hard fix. It's not something you're gonna do overnight. But by you focusing on Twitter right now, then funny enough, I mentioned this earlier to my parents, and they're talking about that. My mom's going, just like anything else. What's the bigger picture?
Right.
This is a distraction because he's got a better thing to do than focus on Twitter. We got a country to run. We got a pandemic to deal. We got a worldwide situation. What are you doing? Going? I can't believe Twitter. Come on, man. We got bigger things to do.
A lot of people don't understand that he also doesn't run his Twitter.
Right. He has a person who does that.
There's about 1 or 2 hours in the day that he actually accesses his Twitter. The rest of the time, it is run by I read an article about it. There's one.
I saw you post that ad. And he
10 years now.
Yeah, he's the head of communications.
Between the hours of 1 and 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That's when everything, kind of goes a little sideways.
Kavivi range, right in the Kavivi range.
Just
probably a right, like
between here and here. Not so much here or here, but right about here.
Not saying he doesn't say these things, but maybe they're not things that he would actually post on Twitter himself.
Right.
If
I'm betting he just says it, and the guy's like,
and the guy was like, "That's funny."
Too late.
I'm gonna highlight that.
Now.
But I just and Carlos, you're right. Who's fact checking the fact checkers? It just and the pros of it, he said, and one of the pros, I don't believe outlets should be censoring information because it could easily be biased. That's my thinking. The con of it is that celebrities, news outlets, etc., there's so many places and things that are influencers.
Right.
Their posts can sway situations in an instant. You watch the Plandemic came out, and Plandemic got shared by several influencers, and boom, like wildfire, it was everywhere, whether it's true or not. And the spread of misinformation is what Facebook and Twitter is saying they're trying to do. But then at the same time, you have to remember that their stocks are publicly traded. The people that own those companies have an agenda.
Yeah.
Bad news is good news.
And right now, exactly. And right now, according to the Communications Decency Act, Section 230, that Trump is trying to change, according to that, everything is done on a good faith. Yeah, she's grabbing the next string. Everything is done on good. So it's just good faith that the fact checkers are being non-biased. And that's what Trump wants to regulate, is that it's more than good faith. That it has to be legit fact checkers or none at all.
Okay, but didn't we recently just tee-hee-hee about somebody that worked for a company that went rogue? Oh, it wasn't the Ledger, but it was a newspaper, and they were talking about that they pushed a update to all the people's phones, and it said something like effing false news thing. What wasn't that like Tampa? Y'all, it was like last week. Come on now.
Wasn't that YouTube
was
where
it
they
the
put their music automatically in Apple iTunes, and I didn't want that? I'm still
was-
salty about that. Sorry, YouTube.
But what'd you say?
I said if it was in the second half of the show, I don't remember. I had to.
Yeah, it was a news station that the third party was pushing updates, and it was a test template, and they were like, fake news, this is crap, and whatever. Anyways, now y'all making me feel stupid.
Oh, you're good. There was 4 bullet points Carlos didn't remember we went through in the last show last week. So that's.
Hey, listen, I'm starting with 1. I get my drink done. I go through the third one. I don't even know where I am.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, we chose vodka this week instead of
did.
tequila, so
Yeah, we did. We did.
maybe
vodka
we'll
instead of
remember
tequila.
the show.
So are we on the next slide now?
I would love to find that. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so yep. that is-
Drink, Carlos.
Make us
Make
a
your
drink.
drink, baby.
Oh, I was like, I didn't say absolutely. Damn it, I just said it.
Now we can. Thanks, Bill.
So yeah, back on that topic. I know we're moving
Which one?
forward while Carlos
Oh.
swallows.
Oh yeah. So okay, real quick before we continue that,
You swallowed, huh?
I'm going to mute myself because I have to make my drink live again. It just requires that. So I'm going to be muted for a bit. So you guys enjoy yourselves. I'm just going to sit here and silently make my drink.
Man, do your thing.
Do your clank clank.
Do it. We want to hear the clink clink. Leave
We
it
want to hear
unmuted.
the ice. Ching ching ching.
So, honest question: do we have enough common sense to fact check before we click share?
No.
No.
No, because you see something and
The
it's
world is
funny
proven
or
that
it's
this is-
interesting, and
there's no
you're
way.
just like, boom, share.
There's no way. There is not enough.
You mean that brand new Escalade that's, for sale, or they're giving it away because of the pandemic?
Okay,
What is
I have
wrong
not
with people?
seen
I
this.
didn't see it.
Whoever shares this 9 times gets a free car.
Yes.
No.
That's not a rule. That's
You
not.
said that.
It's not.
Is that not real? Is that a thing?
I mean, the page was just created 30 minutes ago and it has like 10,000 shares. Yes.
Are we not doing that? My bad.
Is that another clink clink?
Clink, clink.
Well, I saw Mikey
Too
Mike
much.
about it, but I was, what? I mean, I'm not putting it past
Right.
people to share stupid crap.
6 of my friends shared it, and I'm doing the ha-ha thing. Like, you people are stupid.
Put it on the heart thing and be like, oh yeah, totally right.
Why are we sharing this?
Yeah.
One of our friends always shares like horrible stuff, like Facebook has access to blah blah blah.
If you share, they won't have access.
If you share this post, it revokes all their access. I'm like,
Would you
Yeah.
forget, you idiot?
I forgot my drink to pour my drink into. I'll be right back. This is a strong alcohol drink here.
This is our first show, right?
that your sake?
Facebook has that button where you check terms of service. I give you access to everything I upload to your platform. You own it.
Pretty
You can't.
much.
You don't uncheck that.
Yeah.
You delete your profile. That's it. They still own all the past stuff. But yeah, no, it's I people baffle me at that. Like, and then they're sharing. Oh, Domino's Pizza is going to give you a year's worth of free pizza, and then it's like Domino's.justscammedyou.com.
Wait, that's not true?
That's all right.
I love Domino's Pizza. Damn it.
My dad came over
Dad
today
comes over today.
and wants us to refinance the house, and the rates are
Rates are
good. Blah
great.
blah blah. He said he had someone contact him and told him that to refinance the house, we only need $99,000 is what we owe on the house. So,
Oh.
but no, they're not going to give him $99,000. They need to give him an extra $30,000 just for refinancing, just for free. Doesn't that sound like a great deal?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Drink.
that sounds like a scam. And he goes, oh no, it wasn't a scam. It was from Quicken Loans or one of those loan places. And I go, yeah, they sell your information and everyone emails you and calls you. It's not directly from Quicken Loans. Yeah.
Poor dad.
If you guys want that, I can help you with a refi. Just letting you know ahead of time.
Waiting for that plug, dude.
But yeah,
We weren't even
So we-
looking to
we had-
refinance.
yeah.
It's just
we were.
My
We
dad
just had to
is-
explain it to him, like, hey, like, they're selling your information. It's similar to like, you want to go on a cruise? Cool.
He's like,
Just-
200 people emailed me and called me like instantly as soon as I click submit. And I go, yeah, because they sold your information. He goes, they didn't have time to sell my information. I go,
Yes,
no,
they did.
people
It
have
goes
already
into a database,
prepaid
Dad.
for that information. And as soon as you hit send, it's released.
Mind you, he's 77,
8.
78. So, listen, this is going on with our elderly.
And they do. They get taken advantage of because
I told him, I said,
their
do
whole
not
mental
be
capacity
filling out.
isn't there.
I said, do not be running your credit in doing this and doing that. He's like, oh, I never thought about all that stuff. I'm like, please tell me you didn't.
Oh, he told me
He's
we
like, I
could
don't
get an
care about
iPhone.
running my credit. No big deal. I'm like,
When the new iPhones come out, he always sends me, oh, I found a thing where you can get an iPhone for $1. Like,
Dad.
So
and I go, can you send me the link to that? And he
Wait,
goes, oh,
Me too.
What you're saying is new iPhone's $1?
Yeah. And he's like, it's just a bunch of the website.
I go, can you send me the link to that so
Yeah,
I can?
yeah, send me that link right now. Send it to me right now.
Yes.
R-S space
Yes.
A space C space scam.
Yes, and I'm like, Dad, no.
Stop doing
No.
it.
have you gone into his credit bureau to lock out his credit and stuff so you get notifications?
We need to. We'll probably get with her.
So I do that with my parents, by the way.
We've reached the point that we need to, especially after this, because I'm like, no, please don't refinance our company with some like we will refinance with the person in my BNI group, or we're gonna refinance with the credit union that we're with, because those two people are gonna take the best care of me because they have to look at my face every time I look at them and go, you left me over. I'm kidding.
Really?
He's got a flamingo.
And a pineapple.
It's all right.
Carlos, are you gonna tell us how to make this drink or what?
Tyler
Yes,
calls
I will post it in there in a second. This is called Planter's Punch. It has a lot of different juices on here, and
That's the name of your sex tape.
Oh,
Help!
juices on here. You found the Clint.
hey, no, you didn't.
there we go.
Got lots of juices, he said. Lots of juices.
So
Shaken, not stirred.
that was
Oh, he's got a
Actually,
stir stick, so maybe he stirred it.
Hey, did you guys click share? What's up?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
I did. Yeah, Clint, what's wrong, man?
Clint's
You
fault.
did not, or you did?
I did.
Okay.
Why y'all judging me? God.
Just
Well,
making,
I took off the collar, dude.
we're making sure that everybody did their part. That's all.
Oh
I
man.
gotta tower up. This is
Tell us-
all over.
Like today, I mean, we're going to like 20 minutes of this.
We're into the next segment. I mean,
What are you making?
The
Okay,
Clint
so
about to come on
thank
the
you for
show.
asking, Clint. This is what's called a Planter's Punch. So it is a delicious rum drink once again. I only did a small modification to it. It's got a 1.5 ounce dark rum. It's got orange juice, pineapple juice, lemon juice, grenadine, simple syrup. I did all natural agave instead, and 3 dashes of Angostura bitters. Got a little maraschino cherry.
all of
Got
that
some
stuff at home.
pineapple in there. So
You lost me at rum.
Yeah, rum drink.
I
you mean
can't
I had
sell
you at
those
rum?
words.
So yes, I
It'll
will
take
post-
You're only gonna make one because
and-
it takes 17.
Yeah, I was
hours.
gonna go. And that
Exactly right.
this drink.
Do not listen. Just because bars are going to reopen soon, do not go ask your bartender for one of these. They're going to get mad and punch you in the face.
That's why it's called a Planter's Punch. 'Cause
They're
they
like, we
will
don't
punch
have
you right in the
17
face.
juices.
And by the way, it doesn't need a babysitter. It needs a home, sir.
I'm working on my nursing degree. Do you mind?
Oh.
Right back at you.
Right meow.
Now,
All right. So
Right now.
moving in. Next segment is Clint's coming to join the show.
Hey guys.
Hey, Clint!
oh my
What's up,
God.
guys?
So nice to see you!
Oh man. So glad to be here.
Oh, you're my future ex-husband.
I mean, ex or
I mean, let's talk about it.
yeah. Whoa.
Yeah,
I mean, prenup, right?
Right, there you go.
They
Yeah,
won't
absolutely.
clean up.
Drink on that one too.
Michael Stratton commented on my page. I can't believe they haven't shut you crazy on a first down yet.
Excuse me, that's semi-racist, but that's cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with it?
He said it with a Samuel L. Jackson voice. It's not that racist.
Did he hashtag Samuel L.
He
Jackson?
did. Sorry, Dr. Mike.
Oh, Lord.
He his pants off? What did I just miss?
What? Just
Where did pants off come from?
I looked down for half a second. I saw him getting up, and I saw skin colored, tan colored, and I was getting poked in the eye by my flamingo. So
Because that's what the problem was.
yeah, sure.
You know, pink flamingo. That's cool.
That'd be jelly.
Carlos, ask Clint a question.
Oh yeah, sure. Hey Clint, I love you. But so you got a background of like I said, being a man of many talents, especially of finding the Clint. But to be honest, again, I think you and I have had chats before, and I know you've had a lot of different work positions and done just stuff in your life. But what's something else that you would like to do, or at least try to do, that you still haven't had a chance to? Like, what's kind of like a bucket list item?
Honestly, on-air radio DJ.
Hey, welcome to the show.
But you've been a radio DJ.
No, not like that. No, that's sportscaster. That's different.
Oh, thank you for the clarification.
Oh,
So
my
is there a genre that you're looking for?
bad. Well, considering right now that Guns N' Roses is considered oldies, so I don't know, anything around there.
Okay.
Wait, was that disappointing? My bad.
No. In my brain, I was just like, man, I hope he does the freaking Bartow games again this year, but whatever.
We didn't know there was more to it. We're just waiting for more.
Well, I mean, like, no. I'm good at that.
He said no.
All right,
So being a sportscaster, you're obviously
On-air radio DJ. Like 80s, well, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like all that whole genre.
Casey Kasem?
Ooh, that's big shoes to fill.
Okay, so
For
why
reals.
don't you do? I know. So let's go a little bit more modern than radio. Why not a web show?
Well, first of all, the equipment is a lot of money, and secondly, you have to find somebody to listen to it. So
We got 5,000 people listening to us right now.
so what you're saying is you're going to join me, TJ?
Yes.
You just asked TJ
Why-
if he wants to talk more.
Do I want to talk the first 30 minutes of the show? That's why I don't do shots before the show. And do you remember Wild 98.7? You
Oh, yeah.
own one song. You buy the rights to one song, you have a radio station.
And it could be Find the Clint.
That's the only CD
No,
they had.
because at that point, I mean, Tone Loc was like, please just play my music. You don't have to play. You're going to play my song for 96 hours straight. Okay. Come in.
Not even both songs, just a song.
Yeah,
Just one of
that's all you need.
them. That's all.
It's called royalty, son.
Popular song in the world.
But no, I have thought about it, and I've thought about making like, a podcast and calling it, Shit That Matters. And taking like a decade in time and talking about it.
See, I think it would be a fun idea. It's not that hard to do what we're doing right now. It's not like it costs us a bunch of money. We popped open our computers and bought a $150 subscription to Zoom. Bam, done. We on TV.
Yeah.
And here we are, son.
But no, I get it with the airwaves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That goes. But internet radio, the way that it is now, and getting
Even Sirius XM.
and
I mean,
Spell the
LL
naughty
Cool
word.
J has Ring the Bells or Jingle the Bells or something. Rock the Bells.
Pursue. It would be fun to listen to you.
I'm sorry, real quick, Clint. Are you being fancy and drinking Pinky's up with Nasty
What?
Light?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Drake!
Ah,
Oh, I did. Nice.
What?
I used the Erica keyword.
I didn't.
I do what I can,
Just drink.
it wasn't literally this time. That's why you're going to get used to it.
Yes.
Oh, it's a new keyword.
I know it's.
It was in the opening 10 minutes. Of the,
I know what the keyword is. didn't hear you say it.
Well, that's
But
because you
you
block
know-
PJ out half the time. He's your husband, of course.
I said-
We're married. We don't hear most of what we don't hear what we say most of the time. The majority of the time, it's like, you said that?
Today?
You never said that.
Never.
We're great in bed together, though. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, you're making a great show. Finding the
That's
Clint.
all that matters. We are exceptional.
Here, Muff.
Yeah.
All right, dear. Outside of your work world, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Me?
Yes, you. It's about you. This is all about you.
My bad, boo. Shit. I don't know.
Or
I,
find the-
mean, I would say yoga, but that's a lie.
Downward dog.
Oh, he knows that one very well.
It's a good one.
Again, got it.
Yeah.
Doggy down.
Don't see about me, be about me, right? Anyways, no, like I'm a big movie fan and pop culture and music. So honestly, like my brain is a functioning Rolodex of movie quotes. So
Yeah.
So we said outside of those normal things, what else do you like to do?
well, I'm really honestly wired to take care of people and do what I can, and just that's why I do what I do. That's why I work in the industry I work in with automobiles and take care of people. So
You take care by shining and polishing their vehicles?
Why is this here?
Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Am I misconstruing this as much as possible? Am I
Yes.
stretching it out?
No, like just I know a lot about cars, and if I can take care of somebody and make sure their car runs right, well then it's a win-win for me. So
And I appreciate that because I still think that, and I'll say it forever, that cars are like Harry Potter world to me. You put magical liquid, you press a lever, it moves. That's magic to me.
All Carlos knows about cars. He's not lying.
Touch it.
It does.
Oh, wow.
So next time I take my car to somebody, I have to find the Clint to help me with it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, about that.
Lose my number, dude.
Talk about the next question.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You tried to Erica just skipped you.
Oh yeah, I did try to ask
I
you.
think Carlos.
Obviously, you said you were a sportscaster before.
Right?
That means you like sports.
Mm-hmm.
What are your favorite sports and your favorite teams?
Ooh, all right. So, college or pro?
Yes.
Whatever.
Oh,
Both.
I got time.
It'll be a long conversation.
Well, for pro, all of my pro teams relate back to my college team. So, anybody that played for Mississippi State and got drafted by any pro team, that's who I support. So, for football, it's obviously the Dallas Cowboys because of Dak Prescott. And then for baseball,
Wait a minute. You just had a Patriots hat on before we started the show.
No, ma'am, I did not. That was a Dallas Cowboys hat. And-
Cowboys have the coronavirus against a trophy. Just
Coronavirus
They are
against the
staying
trophy?
6 years or longer
Oh,
away
they're
from
social
the trophy.
distancing.
They are
against the
social
trophy.
distancing from the trophy.
Like
Wow.
for coronavirus.
And here we are.
They are my Miami Dolphins. We're in the same boat. We need a
Miami Dolphins are like
we need a
quarantining
Dan
from
Marino,
it.
a Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith. Like
In the words of Ace Ventura, that's none of your damn business, Dan. But anyway, so for baseball, it goes to I grew up a Will Clark fan who played for the San Francisco Giants. So, but now in between the Giants and the Red Sox.
how does that happen? Oh, okay. And I'm like, how does that even? Okay.
I was gonna say, am I getting feedback?
Well,
Are you eating a lollipop?
She has a
It's
mothball.
a cherry.
It's cherry.
he's not eating. He's
From a
sucking.
flamingo.
Finding the Clint's. Leave him alone.
I'm practicing. Don't look at
Sucking.
me.
Sucking.
Yeah, 2 hands.
I'll find the Clint. I broke the
Yep.
Clint.
Look at that, 2 hands.
No, go ahead and tie a knot in the stem.
Okay. Is that bad?
I mean, I would say you're not supposed to bite it, but
Did it
People
pop?
like it rough, all right?
I mean, 2 licks. Are you done or what?
He has to wash it out.
now he's got to
Watching.
drink all the juice. He found the Clint. Now he has to drink all the juice.
Clint, explain the Mississippi. Is that
All right. So my family, my grandfather was born in Starkville, Mississippi, where Mississippi State is at. So, and him and his 3 siblings worked in the cotton mills as they were kids. And then when he turned 16, his mom signed for him to go in the Air Force, which sent him in Tampa. And then he worked at.
Thanks, Mom. His mom signed him into the Air Force?
Yeah. When he could do that stuff.
Get a job or get out.
Yeah.
Here, I got it for you. Holy crap.
So, but yeah, so they grew up the poor, but in Mississippi, but he came out of Tampa and started working at car dealerships after he got out of the Air Force and met my grandmother's at a roller skating rink.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
cool.
Oh yeah. So Erica, when we going roller skating?
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
What is, man?
Wait, social distance.
Excuse me, couple skate only. But yeah, so he worked at car dealerships and worked his way up and learned that there was a spot open in Bartow for a new car dealership for Chrysler, and went there in 73. And my dad went to work there in 75. I went to work there in 96.
Nope.
Not by choice.
Good try, Carlos.
And yeah, so I learned everything about the car business from there and just stuck with it.
So 96, that was before you graduated high school. So you worked there and then deployed?
Yes. After I graduated high school, I did a year and a half in college and hated sitting in a classroom and went in the Navy. And got out and went to work for Dad, and the rest is history. So,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You lost me at Seaman.
actually, really, really funny story.
Really? Tell me.
When I was in boot camp, a guy that I was in boot camp with, his last name was Sample. So his name was Seaman Sample. I shit you not. Hand to God. The last name
Are you
was
Facebook friends with him? Like, I want to friend him.
No.
I
We
hear
have
you're famous.
Find this guy and get him on the show.
I
friends
shit you not.
First,
First compartment inspection. The chief was walking through, looking at the list, going, "Oh my God, who the fuck is Seaman Sample?" Jesus Christ, son, you were born to go in the Navy, weren't you?
Oh my God.
I mean, he could have been private sample.
All right, Clint, your job is to no longer find the Clint. Your job is to find the semen sample.
Hey,
Know this.
you're welcome.
He could have been a major sample.
a major.
Yeah, but again, the Navy. Seaman Sample.
Yeah, I think that beats it. I mean, I'm trying here, I'm reaching out, but that beats it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just can't. Like that guy was meant to
Yeah.
be a seaman.
I looked at him like, really? The Navy? Of all the branches you could have picked, the Navy, huh?
Yeah, my stepdad was in the Navy. And
So why did you choose the Navy?
Honestly, because I wanted to go in the Army and the Army recruiter wasn't open, so the Navy took me in. So
he's like, that guy's, I'm going over here.
Next best.
he was like, "Are you waiting in the Army?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, get in here. Come on, let's go." And that's all it took.
Like, okay.
All right.
Somebody accepted me.
He wanted to be my friend.
Who wants to hang out with me? Jackasses.
By the way, just a fun FYI, this is my first time actually willingly eating a piece of pineapple on my own volition. Not like it was in a salad and I accidentally ate a piece. So you're all welcome. You're seeing history here. Forget SpaceX. Look at this. Brutal. It's brutal.
Did you play any sports growing up?
I did actually. I was an extremely skinny football player.
All right.
I was in freshman year in high school. I was 5'8" and 114 pounds.
Yep. I was tiny in high school.
Yeah.
I was super
He was
super
tiny when I
thin.
met him.
Yeah, I was super thin.
I had to
when-
feed
when
him
she
lots
met
of
me, too.
food.
Yeah, I was 100.
And honestly, I tried to abide, the attention from somebody in our group.
Wrong color.
She was 6'5".
I am not that tall.
She was 6
No,
foot.
weren't you though?
No.
And
Maybe my
way out of my
ego was that tall.
And way out of my league.
Whatever.
true. Yeah,
You
I
were
was
just short.
I was 5'8" through most of high school and about 115, maybe 125 pounds. And then I went and did 3 seasons of drum and bugle corps, and I gained a couple more inches, was about almost 6 foot tall, and was 140 at just about the end of college, which is when I met her. I was 140 pounds.
Well, look at you, Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah, I'm freaking 210 now. I'm like, you made me fat.
I really wish I had some kind of.
Circle made me fat. No, let's not lie. I was a bartender. I survived on chicken wings. This is life.
He would eat, I kid you not, people, he would eat a block of cheese.
Like George Costanza, just summer George.
Like, chop it up. And I go, oh, you want like a couple pieces? And he's like, no, chop up the block. And
Put
I'm
up the
like,
block. That's cheese and crackers. 12 crackers, 12 pieces of cheese. 1 block of.
Did you ever poop?
I was gonna say, did you go to the bathroom like every other week?
All the time. Basically, I'm a shitting machine.
Oh my goodness.
2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, no, my digestive system works just fine. I'm good. But yeah, but now I'm
Enjoy the conversation.
Now I'm 210. Happy, excited to get down to 190 one day soon when I find some motivation. Won't be today.
I wish I had some kind of growth spurt because I left high school 5'9", 135 pounds.
Yeah,
and then I got out of college and I'm still like 155.
Well, we all have goals, right?
Yeah, I'd like to be a man someday, I guess.
One day you'll grow some facial hair.
Nah, I've given up at this point. I let it grow for like 2 months one time, and I just looked like some kind of person was like kicked over and like tried to like brush on some hair or something with like crazy glue. It just didn't look right.
Like they squirted it with silly string here.
Yeah, Brooke knows. I get that throat tea going on. I'm like, I get great hair like right here. It's like the most unimportant, ugliest part of the body. I was like, oh, right here. So
your chin has a happy trail?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you catch Carlos, the only spot that his face grows hair is here. It goes right down this way, and that's it.
Right here.
Well, look at you, Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Teen, are you hurting my feelings? Because it's working.
My cheeks hurt. Stop.
And ready to mingle. You met a friend. You met a friend that I'm surprised you're actually not married to at this point there, Carlos. You sent us a photo the other day.
Oh yeah, I was like, wait a minute, who are we talking about? I forgot. Sorry.
I don't understand the personalities. Like, so Clint, Carlos met Anitra.
Oh.
Wow, you forgot who we're talking about?
Oh boy.
I didn't hear it. I was so busy looking for my piece of pineapple that I dropped in here.
Casually turning around it. Carlos met Anitra for the first time the other day, and we did not know that they were not friends because they are.
We figured they were friends.
Personalities. There's no way they wouldn't be best friends. I didn't. He just sent a picture that they bumped into each other.
Yeah, he's like, look who I met.
We're not gonna. It was funny. Now hold on. When I sent you the picture, when I sent the picture, don't get me wrong. She was like this high to me, but it's because I had to like kneel like 3 feet down.
Yeah, we're not used to that. So
you gotta find the Clint.
Put your heels on, you Jesus.
A piece of pineapple down here. I'm upset.
So when's the next meetup?
For all of us.
When the Symphony plays
when the detectives play Federal Bar.
When's that?
Is this a meet to find the Clint?
It can be.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
A group meet to find the Clint. Yeah.
Yes.
Finally, get some lessons.
Invite a couple more women because
there's 3 guys.
He's like, yeah, because yeah, right.
Go me.
3
We're good. 3
guys,
guys, 3 Clints, 2 chips, 1 cup.
3 Clints, 1 cup.
Clint being the meme master.
Yes.
The meme master.
Master memer.
You got the lightsaber?
What
on you?
is the? I do. It's over there. The force is not strong. What is? Give me the favorite meme of the week so far.
You ready?
Have you won a couple times.
You ready?
That one. I saw that.
I saw that one.
I did see that one. I like it.
Nice.
You shall not pass.
Oh, passing zone. Nice.
No
I-
one may pass.
We're friends,
we're friends.
in real life, but we are friends on Facebook and Instagram. So
On
I
the book of faces, y'all.
follow you on your hilarious profiles. As
I
well.
do what I can.
Do you GIF or GIF?
GIF? Oh, don't
Oh.
tie.
You do.
Oh,
What
don't tie.
is your most overused GIF?
Oh, dear Lord. Really?
I like the popcorn one. I used it earlier.
So over you.
Yeah, but this time they were talking about racist stuff, and I used a black guy.
Michael Jackson. Or is he considered
No,
white?
Michael Jackson's partly black. Sometimes he's white. Other times he's black.
Depends which picture you use, I guess.
It doesn't matter if you're black
matter.
or white. Your mom is watching.
You beat me to it. It don't matter if you're black or white.
My mom is the one I used the GIF on earlier. That's what makes it more hilarious.
I'm like, your mom's watching us.
Mom's watching us now, and I used the GIF on her later with the black guy eating popcorn because she got into a debate with one of our best friends. What in the world? Holy cow, no, like.
Holy cannoli.
Holy cannoli.
That Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorite ones from Chris Farley is the one where they're like in the mall. It's him, David Spade, and Adam Sandler. And he's going like, I thought you were gonna die. Lay off me, I'm starving. Yes, that is one of my favorite ones to this day.
I end up using one of the popcorn ones or the pick me, and it's either like because usually people are talking about stuff I want to do, and I'm like, Erica, sushi.
Or like vacation without a kid.
Yeah, dude. Oh, for the love of God. We just need somebody to babysit a kid for a night.
Weekend.
Yes. Oh, weekend. Yes, the Godfathers.
Me and Carlos.
Were you in here for that? I don't
No.
think you were in there for that. Clint and Carlos, you don't know it yet, but Clint claimed Godfather status of Tyler with you.
Oh, I'm glad I was brought into this decision. Thanks.
The Godfather.
The best is, so these are my two dads.
Thought it was
And here's Auntie E.
We just do all the work. She tells us what to do.
yeah,
Basically.
so, Erica, is there a GIF you use?
Usually,
I know.
though.
You use your little Samsung
Where's
emoji
my little thing?
on
Yeah,
occasion.
but when I'm answering you, it's my.
No. Carlos?
My favorite meme to this day, it's a little stick figure guy, and it's like two screens. It's like it's the same person than the next one.
Right.
The fact that he has these like ready, cocked and loaded is what kills me. It's like
Cocked
oh,
and
I got
loaded.
this, hold
That's
on.
the word you use with Clint. Really?
That's the name of my sex tape.
The Clint is cocked and loaded.
Loaded.
He's got these saved in his images. They are directly saved to image folder favorites.
Yeah, you gotta be ready.
Brooke?
Yeah, no.
No. Brooke is not a.
TJ told me earlier today, he's sitting at the table and he goes, have you noticed the GIFs have been really slow lately?
Gibbs.
No. The last time I tried to use one was like last week and
Give me your sex tape.
they didn't pull up. So I just didn't use it. And that had been a while since I even tried to use one.
Yeah, I tried
So-
to use a bunch earlier there.
I think the last time I used one was maybe with my sister because she likes to do the little GIF thingies
Listen,
all the time.
I would carry on conversations solely in GIFs.
GIF.
Yeah.
GIFs.
Whatever you want to call it. There's I don't
I feel like when you say GIF,
Somebody
it's like a
explain-
gift with a bow on it. And
explain where
Okay, the first word is stands for graphic. So it's GIF, not
What's-
GIF. This isn't peanut butter.
Oh, I'll
Right.
fact check it. I've got it right now.
Thank you. Why is it GIF?
Got it. I'll go ahead and even put it on the thing for you. Here you go.
I want to know why.
There you go. It's the hard G.
J-I-A?
Is it
Like Jeff Peanut Butter?
No.
It's like gift. Hard G. Gift.
All right. It's okay to be wrong. It's a gift.
It's
No,
a
it's not.
gift.
Fact check. Fact check.
Graphics interchange format.
I was focusing on hard G.
Eric,
Find the
let's say-
G.
What does it stand for?
Graphics interchange format. Gift. I'm giving you a gift.
So it's a GIF.
It's a gift.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a gift. Facebook, we learned things today.
Thank you, Frick.
I am not going to go around with it.
Yeah, we didn't.
Target.
We didn't even do our. I'm Frick.
So we have fact checker Frick.
Ah!
Because she has
Facebook or something.
17 screens in front. You see,
There's only
why
6.
the reason
Oh
she
my
appears
17.
If you're gonna insult her, use the right numbers.
She's
she's
actually black.
She's actually black, but there's 6 screens shining bright white LEDs onto her face.
Well,
She
you know what I
doesn't-
mean?
yeah, she doesn't
You
need
know,
lighting.
like, everybody has a goal, like Swordfish, 5 screens.
6.
Oh, my
That-
bad. 6.
Now
Excuse
I'm
me.
trying to overtake that. Yes.
Yeah, she
Right.
won't pick anything less than 6.
Yeah. I'm working my way to 3.
2. He's working his way to 2
I have to format the
because he
office.
has 1.
I have to Control Alt Delete format the office first, and then I can have 2 screens and move to
yeah.
3 or 4. Yeah. Anyways, yep. So you GIF. Good to know.
So
We could have conversations in GIFs because of the fact that you're so much of a movie buff
That's true.
that we could go back and forth and completely understand each other based on movie GIFs. And I like
Right
that.
on.
I like that.
that's how you get misunderstandings, but that's why it's fun.
Exactly.
Clint, we are almost to the portion of the
Yeah,
show.
we are.
You get to ask us a question, and we get to ask you a question.
Ooh.
Whoever
All
does
right. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Hardball.
The show, because I don't really watch it.
not scared, I can see she's hiding already.
So, if you could walk into a room and have a song play every time as your theme song, what would it be?
Heartless.
I'm gonna choose Scorpions. Here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
Straight out of our text thread earlier.
No kidding.
Nicely done.
All right. I see it.
Wow,
Walk in, just
that takes some planning.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't think of that up the top.
Can I let you know on like tomorrow?
No,
Okay,
right now.
okay. Obviously, you guys do not have a lot of internal dialogue like I do.
No
Like,
kidding.
Right?
It's like, can I release 13 dubs?
I'm literally trying to block out my toddler and my dog at all times of the day. So I'm just running interference in my
Like,
brain.
it would just be white noise. If we
Yes,
could just put white noise and walk in the room.
There we go.
Oh, so the end of a Pink Floyd album. That's cool. All right.
White noise.
That or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, because that makes that fucker shut up.
Just to let you know, it works on both of them.
Not me.
It calms down the dog
Both dogs.
just as well as it calms
That's like
down the dog
TJ.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to the dog.
when we're outside and he won't stop humping
Sorry,
me.
I'm looking at you
Sorry.
from my space station down to your spot on the beach. And I'm just confused.
So when I used to babysit him, that's what I sang to him to like calm him down to things.
I've sang it since he was
That is.
born.
So
That
that's
was,
hysterical.
that was her number. That was the go-to song for
All right, DJ, what about you?
Oh, good Lord. Oh, you got something there?
Just the one that you had when we met, or that you had from college.
Huh?
I'd say TJ, your song would be Beautiful Disaster.
Oh, that's my life. My life is great.
Well, that one. Other than that one, I'd say.
Oh, are you
the
thinking
311?
Baby Got Back?
No, God, no,
Ooh.
no.
Or what about Katy Perry last Friday night?
The
He came in like a wrecking ball.
311.
What about 311?
I can't remember the song.
That
Yeah,
one, Amber.
No. But the Master of Puppets one was the college
Master
one.
Puppets is Metallica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was before he had that.
Whatever they did, or
Anyways, but the
Metallica Master of Puppets.
no, I can't. I have to find the 311 one.
Metallica Master of Puppets.
Okay, good pick.
What about you?
Mine is Soulfinger by the Barkays.
Jesus. That was a little more intricate. I don't think most people would know that.
What was it? Sorry.
Soulfinger by the Barkays.
By the who? What?
The Barkays.
Barkays.
The Barkays.
Okay.
How?
I've heard of Soul Coughing.
When you hear it, you're gonna go, "Oh yeah, it makes sense."
It's all just
means
soul finger,
slow
soul
motion
finger,
walking,
soul finger,
going up
soul
the-
finger, soul finger, soul finger. That's
Just
the whole song.
Soul
no.
finger or two fingers, whatever you want.
That's the name of your sex tape. No, just me slow motion walking, throwing up the 6-shooters. Just
Got it.
Hey, how you doing?
I know you like.
exactly.
Don't play it because it's gonna play over your speakers. By the way, Brooke is still trying to find the 311 song.
All right. Well, she does research then. What's the next one, Clint?
All right. So, what are your personal top 5 all-time favorite Disney characters?
Yes, that's it. You wouldn't believe. That's what I think your theme song.
You need to send it to me because I don't even think I know it. Okay, top 5 Disney characters.
Yep.
I kind of have them already, but I think I got them.
Wait, we're not counting Star Wars, right? 'Cause
No.
they're
That's
actually-
Disney. Come
Wait,
on.
no, before all that jazz.
No,
Because you didn't say,
no, straight Disney.
yeah, straight Disney. We're talking like Bambi kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Not
Snow White.
Lucasfilms, straight Disney.
now. Thank you.
Bongo.
Who?
Bongo.
Go.
The bear. Old school Disney stuff. Oh, come on.
Who?
Bongo.
What movie we have to watch?
Is that a
What movie?
movie?
Yeah.
What show?
There's a movie called Bongo.
No, it's not called. No, Bongo's one of the bear. It's in Fun and Fancy Free.
We're not going with hottest Disney characters. We have to go with
Well,
Well, the hottest ones are my favorite.
Little
so.
Mermaid, Belle, Cinderella. Like
Genie from Aladdin.
that was yep. Genie from Aladdin is definitely.
Okay. All right.
Ariel, Aladdin, Jasmine, Blue, and Maleficent.
Boom!
Oh, damn. All right, boo. Okay.
Wow, Jack Sparrow.
Blue. Is Jackson.
We got them bare necessities, those simple bare necessities.
Oh, what's his name?
Jack
Robin Hood.
That's Disney.
That was direct Disney. That wasn't pre-made and
No,
then
that's-
sold to Disney. That's Disney.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Boom.
All right.
Definitely with Genie.
Okay.
Because we've talked about Genie several times on this show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Two more.
Our
Three
10
more.
news.
Oh, the chicken from Moana.
How about you take the shit out of your mouth so we can hear you?
What?
Chicken from-
I thought he said the chick from.
Yeah, I thought he said the chick from
I was
Moana.
like, she's a minor.
Chicken.
The chicken from Jesus God Almighty. I'm not trying to be like Clint and not be allowed close to schools or anything like that. So,
Excuse me. That's called Chuck E. Cheese. Thank you.
so much for putt and hole in ones.
I liked Flower from Bambi.
Nice. All right.
What was
Uh,
it?
There's no wrong answer to these, so
Yeah, there's really not.
there's really not. It's all personal choice.
I'm going back with what's his name? Taron from the Black Cauldron. One of the darker movies, but
digging deep.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So that's 3. 2 more.
I will also say, oh geez, we're not doing like animated cartoons and stuff like that, like Chip and Dale or anything like that. Or
Your personal choice.
Chippendale.
Not dancers, Brooke.
Not
Just
the dancers.
Oh, she's like, oh, I remember those dancers. I know Mark and Tony and Mike.
I'm like, oh, I forgot about these movies. I love these movies.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. Actually, you know what's really pretty cool? Mulan.
Okay.
She was pretty awesome. I thought she was kick ass.
All right. One more.
And I'm trying to think of the category. And I know it's not one character, but it's the 5 vultures at the end of Jungle Book.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, because in Spanish it's a lot funnier. Instead of being like 5 stereotypical like vultures, whatever, in Spanish it's like a Mexican and El Salvadorian, a Spanish guy. So you get like the spectrum of like Latino. I'm like, this is awesome. So learn some Spanish, go do that.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna definitely go with the Hatter.
Okay.
And I know that I've got the Hatter, Aladdin. Yeah, it's all Johnny Depp stuff. All right. Brooke's still trying to pick out princesses.
No, I'm not. Picking...
All right, mine.
Yeah, please.
I've got one more.
Honestly, obviously, Winnie the Pooh, Dumbo, Wally, Baymax, Carl Fredrickson. Oh shit! And fuck.
You were not a depressed child. Why did you pick all the depressing characters?
Well, because I'm chubby and they're protectors. Jesus.
Cool Runnings is a Disney movie.
Ah, Cool Runnings.
Not animated.
True.
You didn't say animated.
Implied, I think.
Thank you.
Read between the lines. Come on.
Pirates of the Caribbean is not implied. I win.
All right. So, okay. I think we're going a little drawn out on this. So we either got to make a list or next time, or we got to think of this better. So,
All right.
Clint, I need to ask you.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're gonna get this.
Okay.
This is OG Winter Circle.
All right.
this was tough. It took me a while to think about it.
Possibly before your
It took
time.
me a second.
Yep.
It
So
might be.
It worked there.
I don't know.
Almost trumped
But
all of you.
When I read the choices, I knew immediately.
At the OG Winter Circle, what was the theme night for Thursday?
Oh,
Hey.
good God. I don't know. I was in Navy there.
Doesn't matter, but once you hear it, A, college night, B, Deer and Beer Thursdays, C, Deuce's Wild Poker Night, or D, Trivia Night.
I'm going to go B.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
It was Deer and Beer
As soon as I
Thursdays.
read that, I was
Makes
like, oh my God, it was
makes
Deer and Beer
bandmates
Thursday.
and Carlos and several others would
We had the deer hunting game.
we had the buck hunter
Yeah.
game. And
Oh, yeah. The Buck Hunter game. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was
Thursday
back when
nights we would
winners
do,
only had beer and wine. So
Yeah. Nickel beer night
Thursday.
on Tuesdays. Yeah.
we challenged each other to hit max scores, and we were incredible. We got really, really good at it. It was a blast.
Or really,
So
really
much-
drunk.
or really drunk. But yeah, you sat around because it was 4 players at a time, and every game took about 30 to 45 minutes. It was 30
Oh, yeah. Easily. All right. So if you could be a stripper, what would be your stripper song?
Oh, Erica, go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I gotta think about that one.
freaked out. The White Widow. Clint's gonna kill the black man.
For me, easily. Vanity 6.
Who?
Nasty Girl.
Uh,
Nasty Girl by Vanity 6.
Hey, so can I have a big old butt? Big booty butt. Sorry.
What would be your stripper name?
Song.
Song, not
Not
name.
name.
I thought
Your name afterwards.
We already know, TJ.
so if I had a butt, I would go with Sir Mix-a-Lot. Since I have no butt, I'm going to go with Cisco Thong.
That's appropriate. That's pretty appropriate, actually.
Tire is wrong.
Wrong.
Actually, it's
No. Thong, not wrong. Thong.
wrong. Dude,
I'll
Carla,
go with pour some sugar on me.
Ooh, classic.
Classic.
Right. Okay.
I'm going with Baby Got Back because I'm gonna sing it to you.
Yeah, he used to sing that in karaoke all the time.
And you, ma'am?
I told you.
What?
I don't know the name of the song. I just know the part of it. The big old butt, big booty butt. It's a song, but I don't know what it is.
Well, look it up. You got 6 screens. Come on. Seriously?
Yeah, come on, swordfish.
Google it.
Yo, I don't like what comes up. But it looks like LL Cool J.
That is not the name of
Safe
your-
search.
Yeah, it is LL Cool J. That is correct. Yep, that's correct. All right, so let's move over on to You Decide. And Erica, I themed the songs towards you a little bit. So Clint, this is the part of the night where we are actually going to move into asking 2 different things.
Okay.
One would you pick is better than the others.
Okay.
If you're the only one, you drink.
If
we all pick
social.
the same thing. So
Oh, darn.
So
Yeah,
it's a
you
super
know.
bummer, and I feel
We're
like
gonna need more drink.
we're gonna need more drink.
So take an intermission to go get it now.
Yep. Let's pause. Carlos, go ahead and tell us how to make that drink again.
Well, considering I already ran out because I only made it for 1 this time,
Oh my
I'm not going to
goodness.
open up a regular beer. So
Do you have
but-
enough beer to get through this?
I hope so. If not, you're going to see me go missing like they did a second ago. But I just opened a fresh one right now. But while we have some of these breaks once in a while, please jump in the chat. Thank you for all you being involved with us. Again, we appreciate this. Throw in your ideas. Again, we love chatting with you. Although it's a 20-30 second delay, we're trying to work on new things to come up with so we can do a better live interaction with y'all. So please keep at it. We love you. We appreciate you plugging in. We're now got a good chunk in here. About 9,000 people just following up with us. So we thank you so much. We love y'all. You're like 50%, maybe 65% of the reason why we still do this.
I would say 80.
Well, why not go for a cool 90?
You know,
Just
why
say,
not? Just round up.
Exactly. So, TJ, what did you do to your living room?
We remodeled a little bit.
Yeah, slightly.
That's the office.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I like the new the ceiling light. It makes it the feng shui really helps with it.
Yeah, we cleaned out the spare bedroom finally. You know,
After
our
how long? Yeah, that's something that's still got to be worked on. It's funny. I still have a couple of little house projects here and there. And I'm going, I'll get to it. And then I realize, oh, I live in this chair now.
we wanted to put a fan in the spare bedroom office, and we didn't have our fan.
Where- Is that Mos Eisley?
I think it's Jurassic Park, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I think we're all gone. I know it's got to be Star Wars related. That's what I'm sure of.
It is.
Okay. The ghost voice just jumps in. It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Star Wars.
Yep, floating head.
Is it?
It's one of the rebel bases, I'm sure.
It is.
2 for 2. So good. Okay. What next can I
You.
guess? Everybody died.
Wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
What is that?
Oh, that's the moon.
hey, that's the name of your sex tape.
If we run out of drinks this time, we're gonna.
Woo! All right.
Look at
We
everybody.
can't see it.
I know.
Put it in front of your face.
Hey, you do
I
that.
know.
Wow, look at that big nothing there.
Am I moving to the side for? I don't know what's going on right now.
There you go.
Oh,
Thank
It's
you.
awkward.
All right.
Moonshine.
So here we go. I believe that I get the best reaction every time if Erica does these.
Crazy.
So
Like-
I want to continue doing that. If you guys are all right with that.
What, having me read them?
Oh yeah, because trust me, because I just like seeing you lost half the time when I do them. You're going like, I don't know this band, but I'm just gonna say it and just drink now.
I mean, it is what it is. All right. So, Boys to Men, End of the Road, or Casey and JoJo, All My Life.
Oh God, really? Like that's a choice?
You gotta make a choice. End of the Road, man. End of the Road was just ended up being a bigger song, I think.
Yeah.
Both were
I would say End of the Road.
great
That's-
songs, though.
That's where I'm at.
But I chose All My Life.
Yeah, obviously none of y'all have made out with a girl in 9th grade, so all my life. Thank you.
No, I didn't make out with any girls in 9th grade.
Or did you?
I'm gonna go with End of the Road for me as well too.
There you go. 3-2. This is the tough part because we got 5 of us. So
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, gin and juice, or nothing but a G thing?
Nothing but a G thing.
Ooh.
I like nothing but a G thing, but my dog is named Troop.
Gin and juice.
I gotta go with Snoop
Gotta
Dogg.
go with
bro.
Troop. Today,
Nothing
Tyler
but a G
said
thing, baby.
Troop Dog.
Something crazy.
Tyler was talking about Trooper, the dog, and he goes, Troop Dog, Troop Dog.
Oh,
Because I always joke around when I'm trying to get Trooper to do things, and I'm like, hey, Troop Dog, Troop Dog, Troop Doggy Dog. So
Troop
I didn't
Dog.
think that Tyler is watching me. Today he goes, Troop Dog, Troop Doggy Dog. Oh my God, it's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Cutest. Proud parents.
We're gonna puke now.
Don't do that.
All right, Frick, what did you say?
Gin and juice also, because I still sing it to this day.
Well, see, that commercially, that one did a lot better. But
Yes.
the song itself, nothing but a G thing, I like a lot more. So
Which is, and the only reason
Yeah,
it
it's
did
more
any
like
better.
it's more groovy.
Whoa, Erica.
I'm sorry, did you say groovy to describe a Snoop Dogg song?
And I think the only reason
What?
it did any better is because it's not like the lyrics in the title when like
the video.
chorus. Window sipping on gin and juice. That is not actually anywhere close to. But when you talk about nothing but a G thing, is more gangster. So I think that's the only reason that Snoop Dogg got more play out of it. Or maybe it's a better song. I don't know. Clint,
Hey, my friend over there in the Middle East is finally visiting us, even though he's from Scotland. Are you burnt? Are you burnt by the sun out there yet? That is it's a very nice Scottish man. I don't know why he sticks around and says hello still. I love him though.
Oh, wow. TLC, ain't too proud to bed, or salt and pepper, push it.
Oh,
Push it.
yes.
Push it real good.
Ooh.
Push
I'll edit that so it says
it.
I mean, what do we base his answer on? Like,
Ed. Me neither. Ew.
Why are you rolling your eyes, dude? Like,
I'm gonna go with push it.
Yeah, there you go. Me too.
I'm like, it's
Real good.
If you gotta find the Clint, you gotta push it.
here's a tough one for you. Warren G, Regulate, or Tupac, California Love?
Ooh,
I don't
regulate.
I don't even
Regulate.
know. I saw this earlier and I was like, I can't even choose.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Good luck.
And I'm
Wait
like,
till we get to
I
celebrities.
don't want to choose. Like,
No, I don't
It-
either.
imagine if you had to give up one of those songs forever and you just
Only because I know it better, I gotta go with California Love.
California Love's in my playlist.
I know Regulate, but again, just to me, they just know it better. It just stuck out to me more.
regulates like crazy. Oh, my.
Clint,
Randall,
Edwards to you.
What?
who do you want,
Oh,
Randall?
regulate. Okay.
Regulates so
Regulators. Bounce up.
old and so
I
many
love
things,
California Love, but I played in a band called Semi Soul and we covered Regulate, and I loved being able to cover that song. It was super,
well, and it's
super
sampled
fun.
in so many
and
different songs. And,
I'm on the Regulate line.
yeah,
3-2, majority wins.
I love.
It's water. Do I really have to drink?
Yes.
I mean, until
We
you
need
I'm
start-
you to
getting drunk and peeing yourself.
Wait,
No.
Well, that's the thing, is I'm gonna have to leave to go pee. So
you drink the vodka.
I could, but there's a,
All right, well, Nick, read the next one.
In a bottle, or Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
What?
Christina
genie
Aguilera.
in a bottle.
Oh.
or
Ooh.
Britney.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what do we base this on? Like popularity or hotness?
It's
Both.
objective on either side, really.
Perspective, completely.
Whatever you want.
I did not theme it that direction. I
I'm
probably
gonna go with Brittany.
I'm gonna go with upsetting again. TJ's obsessed.
Dude,
with
I
Christina
yeah,
Aguilera.
I will bucket list. I will whatever.
I'm basing it on the sole fact that on her CD, I honestly looked up her CD and went, damn it.
Anything.
You and every other 16-year-old.
Genie in bottle. I got it. I gotta go for my girl. Sorry.
Brittany.
I'm going with oops.
Christina.
Oh shoot.
Thank you. Clint.
Make a break. Come on, make a break, Clint. Don't mess it up. Choose the right choice.
Yeah.
Bottle?
I told you, Brittany. Based on the
Okay,
seat, I was
thank you.
like,
All right. Let's make it good.
We have to drink.
Carlos and Brooke, drink.
Darn.
Yeah, I have I'm hall passing Christina Aguilera. I don't care what size. Big bottle, small bottle, doesn't matter. That good.
But Britney's got more crazy. I mean, come on. How does that not more attractive?
Britney Spears went nuts. Christina Aguilera not
Hey,
so much.
I'm not saying now. I'm saying at Genie in a Bottle stage and Oops, I Did It Again stage.
Nope. I'm still Christina Aguilera because Britney Spears.
She was classier.
She was like, oh, please don't touch.
that's
Don't,
who.
please don't. touch." And Christina's like,
All right.
At that stage, they were both
Yeah.
like, don't
No,
find
no.
it.
Christina Aguilera was a freak.
At that
Stop.
stage,
No.
they weren't.
There was
No.
not a no. She was not innocent.
Are we moving on to celebrities?
Yes,
You
Yeah.
don't wake up overnight and like, oh, I'm
Funnier in Wedding Crashers, Owen Wilson or Vince Vaughn?
Ooh.
I'm going to say Vince.
I agree, Vince.
I thought Owen Wilson was funnier.
I thought I'm gonna go with Vince. Vince was funnier.
Oh, Brooke.
Vince was funnier.
That's my first Asian.
Yeah, Vince was funnier because he was put in a situation that he needed to get out of. So when he says, "All right, man, I'm not gonna eat breakfast with you. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take," like his entire night and day, that entire weekend was effed up for Vince Vaughn, and he just stuck it out. Owen Wilson's
Okay, I was thinking Owen
Bring
Wilson
it, drink us to the table, John.
after the fact
No,
of
and-
the weekend.
yes.
After the weekend had ended and Vince Vaughn was like the serious
Yes,
guy
it
and
did- it
Owen
did
Wilson
shift.
was the
It did shift.
so that's what I was thinking. That's why I
Yeah.
chose Owen Wilson.
Although my favorite part is that it's
I just got a delicious beverage that I got to sip on, so no one lost here.
I make. I,
but I'm gonna admit, after he talks to the priest and he says, "I told you this in confidence," and then but then the weirdo kid goes like, "I want he tried to seduce me. I want my payment back." He's like, "I'm keeping the painting. That was a gift."
paint mine, Todd.
Because I find you.
This is
I love that movie. Every time it comes
The best.
on, I
It's the
cannot
best.
change.
Must watch every time.
Yes.
Best Avenger, Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Hemsworth?
Downey.
Downey.
Don Jr.
Downey. He's in every Avengers movie.
Less and but also has less movies because didn't
Actual movies.
yeah
Like,
no
dedicated
but less Marvel movies too.
Like less dedicated movies because he's in like every
No, he's
movie.
in Robert Downey Jr.
Guys, Clint's gonna get tired of just shaking his head. Hold on, what do you have to say here?
You're the guest. Bring it.
Robert Downey Jr. has 3 individual movies. Hemsworth has 3 individual movies. But
Oh, I see.
Robert Downey Jr. is featured in 5 movies.
Is he your favorite? Is in your head? Is he the better Avenger?
No, Hemsworth.
All right. All
Hemsworth.
right, Carlos.
All day.
I went with Downey.
There it
I do
is.
too.
There it is. Hemsworth, drink.
I mean,
Oh,
better.
darn. I lost. Oops.
Yeah, better
I
as
did it again.
I don't know if you're considering better as in it's more fun to watch them or better as they contribute more to the Avengers.
We have never gotten that detailed as of right now. Whatever you
So,
consider is better.
Yeah, like more fun to watch Robert Downey Jr.
All right. All right.
Better Avenger, like contributing. I
I'll,
would say Chris Hemsworth. but-
yes. Much better, enjoyable movies, Hemsworth.
Again, this is why this is opinion.
Clint.
Wrong.
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 You are wrong.
Wrong. All of the Iron Man movies are incredible, and you're wrong.
In any movie, Avengers that Robert Downey Jr. in, he's made it better. I feel.
And moving on. Bad guy, Al Pacino or Jack Nicholson?
Thank you.
Ooh.
He's more fun to watch. He's just a dude.
Nicholson, Carlos.
Nicholson, all day, every day.
All right.
I'm gonna say Al Pacino. I like him playing the devil.
Yes. Like Al Pacino is the classic bad man. That for me, I don't know.
Yeah, was it the
Wait, wait.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Recruit.
Who
Al
is?
Pacino or Jack Nicholson, bad guy.
But mind you, I never saw.
The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining. I
Wait,
never saw that one.
who'd you say was a better?
Better bad guy, Al Pacino or Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Now you got to
He
take
has a crazier face. Don't get me wrong.
the Joker, Shining.
Forgot about Jack.
What was the other one where he was evil to the gay guy? As
As
good
Silence of the
Yeah.
Lambs.
No, that was
As good as it gets.
as good as it gets.
That's the other
Carol the
dude.
waitress. Simon the fag.
Simon, that's what it was. Yeah, Simon the Fag.
I didn't even know about that.
You didn't see him? Have we not watched As Good as It
How do you,
Gets?
how do you understand women in here and in here? Well, I think of him and
Simon was the gay guy, and he called him
Yeah, yeah,
Simon the
yeah.
Fag
Gotcha,
movie, which
gotcha,
is
gotcha. I thought that was the name of the
completely
movie. I was
not
like, what?
cool, but that's what he did.
Blockbusters, Will Smith or Samuel L. Jackson.
Ooh.
Hey, who had to drink on?
Blockbusters.
Somebody drinking on bad guy. Go back. Did we all choose Al Pacino?
No, I chose Nicholson.
Yeah, Nicholson.
You two drink. Wait, Carlos, where were you?
I was Pacino, so
Oh, you
You
guys
drink.
drink.
Yeah, drink your water.
Oh darn. Oh, I lose. Oh shit.
Oh no, I hate.
I'm
this.
gonna drink
I
because I'm
hate
thirsty.
being on this show. It's stupid.
we're forcing you to have a bad time. We understand this.
All right.
All right.
Will
So-
Smith or Sam Jackson.
Ooh.
For Blockbusters.
Well, as far as blockbusters, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
All day.
Yep, I'm going Will Smith.
2 movies:
Ugh.
Independence Day and Men in Black.
Yes.
And I Am
And-
Legend.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
I Am Legend. Incredible character in I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson has done a lot more
Hold on,
movies.
either
But I
one.
think that, I don't think compared to Will Smith have been blockbusters per
Yeah,
se.
so many more. That was bad pairing on my part, but at the same time, yeah.
Right.
It
What was
very,
the
very
enemy of the
one-sided.
state?
Will Smith. Enemy of the
Yeah.
State.
Ooh, I mean the snake. Yeah, I was the only guy to laugh in the theater when he got hit by the fire truck.
You're not supposed to laugh at that. You're like,
Oh, but I did. It was hilarious.
So yeah, so Community drink, Will Smith, because I choose him as well.
There we go. Yep, everybody. Woo!
Why don't we have a male heartthrob of the 90s?
because I have a penis.
Jesus.
Yeah. Excuse.
Again, you can see who made this one.
Rude.
Instead of when Brooke's been busy doing.
So, since they just read it, Nicole Kidman or Julia Roberts in the 90s.
Ooh.
A heartthrob.
Kidman.
I would go with Kidman.
No, Roberts. I'm sorry. Roberts.
It's okay. You like prostitutes and pretty women. That's fine.
Oh, I do. Trust me, she's cheap and a fun time.
First Pretty Women.
Oh,
Thank you.
wasn't
Not
Eyes
women.
Wide Shut in 90s?
Oh, and Eyes Wide Shut.
I was like, I thought everyone was obsessed with that.
I hadn't seen it because I didn't want to watch her and Tom do it, and I just wanted.
I didn't ever watch
I
it,
just
but
wanna
I knew that
visualize
was like
my
a
own
big.
thoughts about Nicole Kidman. Not
Erica, how about you?
I like Julia.
So we got Julia for Clint, Julia for Frick,
Kidman.
Paddy Wack. I know Patty said Kidman, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Wack?
Oh, Kidman.
All right. Frick and Clint, drink.
Oh darn. Ooh.
I know.
And this is a hard one for me on the next.
That's the name of your sex tape.
So it is the name of my sex tape.
Female comedy movie. Bridesmaids or Mean Girls?
Bridesmaids. All day.
Absolutely. All day.
Is that the one with Sandra Bullock?
This is a big choice for me because I love both of these movies.
I don't know if I've seen both.
But at least now I know why we're friends.
There's like so many quotes and relatable things, but Bridesmaids, I could not stop laughing. The first time that I saw it, I was at my friend's house and we were making our bouquets for mine and TJ's wedding, and she put it on the background. And I just happened to like glance over and listen to some of it, and I go, "What the hell are we watching? This is hilarious." And she goes, "Oh, it's Bridesmaids." So I thought it fit the theme of the night. It's like, I just could not control myself from laughing.
Bridesmaids.
I guess for
Gotta be the
comedy,
choice.
yes, for comedy, I would go with Bridesmaids.
I love Mean Girls, but
Mean Girls, I
Bridesmaids-
think I have more sound bites and clips.
Bridesmaids
from
makes
that.
the humor of us adults.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can confirm now as I researched that I haven't seen either movie.
Whoa! all
Okay,
right,
so
man.
all four
right.
of us that have seen both movies agree that Bridesmaids is the funnier.
And we do. Carlos drink.
And Carlos has to drink because he's never seen either.
And I'm going to quote Clint here. Oh no!
Darn. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I lose. Oh.
Clint, we have had to edit these over the last couple weeks because we realized that while Erica goes to the theater to see every movie, she's only seen a small handful of movies.
Or she only remembers a handful. of them.
So we have started to slowly edit.
Because we
and
thought
dial
that
it back.
she knew so much about movies. Guess not.
It's celebrity.
Come on. She knew Clint. She had to have watched movies.
Well, see, I see them. I just don't remember the name of the movie or who's in it, but I can tell you about the movie.
Which is the opposite of me. I'm not good with the actors or actresses unless they are the superstars. I remember the movie. So we've had to adjust our wavelength of this game.
So for Erica, it's more a matter of I've watched it, but I just don't remember it.
I remember it. I just don't know who's in it or the name of it. That's the only
okay.
things I don't remember.
They're watching but not paying attention. Got it.
We
Destiny has not seen
she's
Bridesmaids.
doing other. Destiny hasn't seen. Engaged woman that has not seen.
She said, "Can we watch it next week?"
No,
Yep.
we're gonna watch it tomorrow while you come over and.
No, but
All right. Female horror actresses.
Wait, horror or horror?
Horror.
All right.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
You'll know based on what the choices are.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver.
Nicole Kidman,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Julia Roberts.
Jodie Foster.
Oh,
Erica said.
God. I mean, Jamie Lee, hands down.
I was like, is there a better?
Yeah,
I mean, I love Sigourney and Alien. Awesome. An Alien.
Alien, Michael Myers, Silence of the Lambs. You went with three. That's three incredible
Jamie Lee.
characters in their own mind.
Hands
Jamie
down.
Curtis was even in
Yeah,
was it Scary Movie or something? Oh, yeah, she was in one of the spoof movies as well, like making fun of herself.
yeah. I think you have to.
That
go,
makes you even more awesome.
I mean, Jodie Foster was basically in one.
Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver was in multiple.
All right.
Jamie Lee Curtis
is in
was
a
in, like,
series
Halloween.
that is still running.
Yeah.
That and she did one of the spoof movies too.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I'm gonna go with Jamie.
It wasn't Scream. But
Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee.
As an 80s baby, Jodie Foster played one of the scariest roles mentally.
I do
to
love.
me,
I love her
out
in
of-
that.
out of
that
every
movie.
movie out of the three.
I
He
don't
played
know.
this-
I might have to fight you on that one. Aliens.
But and that might Clint, when were you born? 79?
81.
81, same as me. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought you were a year or two older than me. So, but no, there's nothing wrong. I thought he's more mature.
Your hair's more shaved than his.
He knows more about movies and he has less hair. I thought he was a little bit older than me.
Whatever, dick.
But no, and I
mean,
I don't know. Maybe I didn't watch Alien. I don't remember Alien, and maybe my parents didn't let me watch Aliens as much as.
oh, this guy, Silver Moon Drive-In.
Okay.
6.
I'm only going to say Sigourney Weaver because I don't watch a lot of horror movies. And also Sigourney Weaver was the only person to have something in a Disney ride. So.
I mean, it's a good pick. I can't knock you for it. It's a good.
But at the same time, I'm the only one who picked it. So, I'm going to lose. Oh, no.
Oh darn. Oh darn. Oh damn it! I gotta drink again.
I'm gonna lose. I gotta drink.
Yep. Even when I want to lose.
Erica's gonna be like, I haven't seen any of these bitches in any movies ever. Are
I
they
did pick Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, she did right away, man. Yeah.
I didn't hear. Sorry.
That's a pristine gesture.
Thank
I
you, Boo. Thank you for acknowledging it.
Big old long finger.
Can we skip the next part? Because, yeah, I don't know any of that.
What?
No,
Hey,
No,
don't worry. Don't worry, Erica. I'm with you on this. It's gonna
What-
be just the three of them talking. I think.
Wait, no.
Sports. Like, I'm going to, like, close off my screen and y'all could just talk.
totally fine.
Yeah, just
Skip it.
Because
I'm in
you
there
understand sports with me and Brooke.
Skip it.
I like football, so
Erica. We'll text each other in the meantime, okay?
sports that are
No,
also in here.
We'll blow
So,
through. Here, I'm gonna blow through it real quick.
The only thing that I kind of want to
Send me the sex tape.
the only other thing that I kind of want to mention was Tom Brady split his pants on national TV today.
Well, that is important news.
This was
At the charity golf tournament.
so Clint. There was
celebrity thing,
a trending section, and
it
we
was
typically
hilarious.
talk about sports. I've started to push it off because Brooke and I are the only sports fans out of the foursome. And you came along, and I was like, "Oh, fellow sports fan, I can talk with him." And yeah, so I pushed it to now, and we're not gonna.
Get it.
Boston Marathon
Next!
canceled. Horse
Boston
racing.
Marathon canceled. Twitter was
football,
going crazy
blah, blah,
because Nadal retired, but it wasn't Rafael Nadal, the tennis player. It was a horse.
Horse.
It was a horse.
And then
College football, Georgia recruited former SoCal JT Daniels for quarterback. NFL, Carolina Panthers picked up top cornerback Eli Apple. And then Tom Brady and Gronk went to Tampa Bay. We all know that. They're still going to finish 9-6. Won't matter. They're not going to make the playoffs.
And then
They might make
MLB,
the playoffs. They're going to get knocked
and
out.
they're greedy ass players.
Yeah, and they're
And
it's not greedy ass. Yes, it's greedy ass players, but the MLB is facing revenue sharing fights. The players.
Where are you going?
The plan says players are going to make in the range of top revenue players are going to make in the range of $563,501 to $1 million.
Oh,
They're going to make 70% of their pay. At the lowest cap, they're going to make $575,000. Shut up, Erica.
I'm sorry, I'm wrapping my heart because it's bleeding for them.
An MLB player is going to make $575,000. Oh no!
What is she doing on the microphone right now?
I'm sorry. Go ahead and put a college player in a professional suit. Let them make $75,000 a year to $100,000 a year. They'll go play every night with the biggest heart you've ever seen in your life.
Yes, exactly.
That drives me nuts. Erica, you could say the same thing when you have a cousin. Yes, is a cousin? Nephew. You have a nephew that would go play pro basketball for $100,000 a year with all the heart you've ever seen in your life versus a professional basketball player that makes $10 million a year. So I'm Stephen A. Smith in this. Fuck you. I'll drink because I cuss.
Wow.
And she said, yes, please.
Wow.
But that's my biggest thing. You have college players and high school players. You have
Not even college and high school players. People that have loved to play the game that don't get the opportunity because they've been ruled out, not acceptable. So
you want to fight over you're not willing, instead of making $1 million a year, you're gonna make $750,000.
That's why I enjoy watching high school basketball and college basketball so much more than pro ball, because they're playing their damn hearts off.
hey, boom.
That's why college football is so much more important than pro. It really is. It's
the heart of the game.
No, it's the heart of the game, and that sucks because when you get to the professional level, all it becomes. And I get the sacrifice.
What are you doing? What are you eating?
Are we eating now? I could go get food? Like, really?
Give me your sex tape.
Have you met Brooke?
Shit, I'm hungry too.
That's the name of your sex tape.
It's snack 30. We've reached the over point of the show. We're at 37, heading our way to midnight. And we'll cap shortly. But yes, while we didn't want to get into sports much because I wanted to bring it up just because
a long discussion,
like Brooke and I do, but
That's a long discussion.
It's not an easy one either, to be honest.
It's not. It really isn't. But and then I mean, whatever. Next time, moving forward.
Clint knows it's like you can't get me going.
It ranks better than me for police brutality. It's the same thing.
Facts about rum.
No, did we skip facts about rum, or are we moving this?
No, yeah, let's skip this. It's gonna take a while. Trust me, we got me now. And rum.
I don't know. Was that drink
No.
at home? What?
Clint hasn't seen it. We have to move on.
All right.
Carlo, go ahead. Next segment. Brooklyn
Which part?
Nine-Nine.
Okay.
That was me.
Yeah, that's not me. That's all Erica right there.
Anybody, go ahead.
So, TJ and Brooke had never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine and never caught any of Carlos's.
References.
Thank you. Jesus, I just lost that word.
Once.
I'm here for you.
Never.
So, anyways, we went over there Friday night with Sushi and made them watch season 1, episode 1. So, my questions to you two is, since you've never seen it before, after watching season 1, episode 1, would you watch any more?
We watched 3, I think.
I know, but
We watched 2.
2. That
Oh,
was
2,
fun.
okay.
But I've noticed that they haven't watched any more because my Hulu still says that they have 140 episodes to watch. So I'm just going to call y'all out about that.
It's true.
I'm just saying you have 140 episodes to watch.
Will they keep up?
Right?
Listen, my friends are
I'm
stalking
just
me,
saying,
and I
at
don't
the end of the
appreciate
night,
it.
I am so exhausted that I don't even watch the shows that I have queued
I don't even
to
watch
watch.
the shows I want to watch.
Yeah, the shows that I have put in my queue to watch.
All right,
I
so
haven't watched any of them.
so we'll let it be. That's no problem. But would you watch more episodes? Would you watch it again?
Absolutely.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Drink! You said it twice!
Jerk.
Off.
So, Island. Oh. So, Clint, we watched the first 2 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine and went, this is incredible. How have we never seen this before?
Well,
Because
I seriously watched the first one and thought this was awesome. The second one,
we
I was
clicked.
falling asleep.
Erica was ready to go home, and I'm
I
like,
was so
play.
extremely tired.
Erica was ready to go. Brooke was done. Me and Carlos was like, what's next?
I really wanted to watch it because I was intrigued by the
Carlos
first one,
knew
but
what was
I was
next, and-
so tired.
And our heads were like, do we get to drink more? Yes. Okay, good. Let's click play. I clicked play, and we watched another episode. We went into 2 episodes. I thought
so good.
straight up it's my style of humor, our style
Yeah,
of
it's
humor.
our style
So
of humor.
across
I do
the
love it.
board, we found a show that between the 4 of us plus you, between the 5 of us clicks.
So why had you guys never watched it before? What was about it that you just...
I had heard of it and I had
heard
kind of
They were
had
too
it,
light.
but it just wasn't.
It's that Brooklyn.
He was
I don't
avoiding
need
it.
any
all
more
costs.
Brooks in my life.
Yeah,
But it's got Terry Crews in it. Why would you not just click on it to see what it was about? Like,
Yeah.
My life. I got 1 Brook. I don't need any more Brooks. So Brooklyn,
that's
a Brook,
okay
99
because
Brooks. I don't need it.
Let's go urinate.
when we were trying to have a baby, I said, "Hey, if we have a girl, I want to name it Brooklyn." He's like, no more Brooks. No, I can't have any more Brooks."
can't
And I
do
go,
any
"It's
more
not.
Brooks.
It's not a Brook. It's a Brooklyn."
Nope.
Like
Well, if you
the
yell
first
Brooks, you just which one's in trouble?
have a middle name. And he goes, "No, 1 Brook is enough."
Thank God we didn't have a female because our name got stolen by our brother and sister-in-law. Her sister, our brother-in-law, my brother and sister. Whatever.
Finish your sentences. Use your words.
Man, with those.
My God.
But yeah, I don't believe that I had ever heard of it.
Yeah, I had heard of it. But
Yeah,
it wasn't. I knew it was a funny show, so it mainly the ones that we start to watch are.
she's
more
frozen.
serious. Sorry. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're like just frozen.
Okay. I was like, is my voice frozen as well?
No, it's just your body.
Okay. Anyways, I knew it was a more funny show, so Oh, okay. That's why he's staring. Wait. It's over there. You get it. Jesus.
Why are you?
He's looking at the
Why are you
refill
stopping
drink
talking on it?
because you're staring at me like I have
Doing?
the refill.
Welcome
drink.
back.
Hey,
For me, it was just
how you doing?
You missed the creeper status of marriage.
But did I?
yeah.
No, probably not. No, probably not.
No, for me, it
We
was
have
funny.
our whole life, Clint.
Do you?
Yes, we do.
No. Yep, you do.
No, getting back to Brooks things. I for same thing for me. I'd never heard it before. I had somebody mention, I'm like, oh, I'll check it out. And the moment I did, I'm like, hooked, line and sinker.
Brooke had never heard about it. I said,
Yeah, I think the humor in it aligns itself with all the panel.
The panel.
Of humor. I think that it and that's very tough because because we hit Grandma Clint. Listen, Grandma's boy.
This
Thumbs
again.
up, thumbs down.
exactly.
Across the panel, do it.
Impractical Jokers.
What's up, Brooke?
Yeah.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, and how many thumbs would you give Grandma's boy? Two. And ew, feet are weird. Feet are so weird. The only
I can't stop. Oh my god!
Also, Impractical Jokers. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
The movie?
No.
show.
You need to watch the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
But rate the show.
The show.
Fucking amazing.
Thank you.
Erica.
I'm
Yeah, we're-
sorry, I got so sidetracked.
We're
What?
still webcasting. Erica has this thing where about 11:40 kicks in and her biological clock goes, fuck everything we're doing. I'm looking at the 7th screen.
The 7th screen.
She has 6 screens and the 7th one takes over at 45. Clint's still here. Help us find the Clint.
Clint fucking stays up all night.
Excuse me.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell your secret, my bad.
Rude.
We got a drink.
Secondly, whatevs.
So Clint, Erica did not enjoy Grandma's Boy when we watched it here at the house.
And she does not like Impractical
And
Jokers.
she does not find Impractical
Watch
Jokers
the movie.
sort of funny.
It is hilarious. The movie is hilarious.
I say she's wrong, but I'm not her head.
It's okay. We're allowed to make mistakes. It's no problem.
We're all allowed to be
We're
wrong.
all allowed to make mistakes. And out of this panel, the only person's boobies I've not seen are Erica's.
I don't think I've seen
So,
Clint's.
Clint,
Seriously, thank you for bringing out the bear rug. I appreciate that. No, I don't.
Yeah.
yes!
Now
The
I can
sweater!
And you're welcome.
Yes! I love it. Erica, your turn!
All right, Erica, you're the only movies I haven't seen.
she muted and paused and shut off the camera.
Like, bye, Felicia.
All right.
First of all, rude.
Yeah, completely.
Enquee.
Excuse.
Road.
Excuse.
McCurdy.
So yes,
I'm like, well, me, TJ, and Carlos have all been to the beach together, so
yeah,
I feel like we all
Listen.
know each other.
this is not the first rodeo. The second rodeo won't be the 19th rodeo.
And now we've all seen Clint's boobies, so
Yep.
I mean, I've only been asked around since 9th grade.
Erica won't go to the bus because sand gets everywhere. She's basically our.
He already knows I won't go to the beach.
texture thing.
He's tried.
Texture.
I won't either.
Oh, it's terrible. I hate it.
I won't either. It's expensive and everybody wants to fucking tow you.
Your car or you?
I mean, shit. We'll see later.
By
my
the way,
Did I not have said that out loud? My bad.
Little Anna.
you have a fan on the chat, by the way. It's Andrew Pike says hello and he likes your sexy nips.
Oh, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Andrew! I mean,
You scared him, I think, now.
Yeah. Way to run
Loud
him off.
noises. Loud noises.
whatevs.
Tyler did that the other day. He's like, it's so loud. It was TV. The TV, like, you have sensory issues with the TV. Like, you're the one that turned it up. So yeah, we watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine the other night together. Last Friday, and it was awesome.
Oh, by the way, have you watched Holy Moly?
No.
You need to. If you like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, you would love Holy Moly.
Where is it at? Where can I watch it?
ABC or Hulu.
All right.
It's
Is
awful.
it still current? Is it
Yeah,
an ongoing?
Oh yeah. Well, they just started last week for season 2.
Okay. We what did we watch last week? This is Sunday night. Snowpiercer.
Oh.
Boom,
Oh,
boom.
that's been up for a while on Netflix originally.
So Snowpecker. We watched Snowpecker last week, and it was incredible. The logo, if you glance at it, it says Snowpecker.
No.
Yeah, it's Snowpiercer, and I did not know that there was a.
So
movie.
wait, when I Google Snowpecker, Tiny Pecker comes up.
Trust me, you don't want to Google it at all.
Is that again? Is that safe
Don't do
zone
it.
on or off?
Don't do it. I value your eyes. Don't do it.
Snowpiercer. That's what.
Pecker Piercer.
How are we supposed to get married if you're looking at that?
Snowpecker Piercer.
Pecker Piercer.
Don't listen to
Pecker
her.
Piercer.
Hold on.
Do it.
Somebody's gonna lose a finger tonight.
Do not Google
That's the name of my sex tape.
Name
No,
your
wait.
sex tape.
Damn.
Snowpiercer. Apparently, Snowpiercer was a movie before
Yes.
they.
A great movie, by the way. Awesome movie. Awesome movie, by the way.
A
Yeah.
movie. Awesome. Cool. So
It was a great
I
movie.
do want to watch that before the second episode because
Yes.
Snowpiercer was actually
No.
the show was really cool, and I thought it was very innovative in the way that they said they moved things into a website of I forget what the actual it's such and such industries, and like they're playing it out and putting stuff on their website.
Ignore that. Watch the movie. You'll love it.
You can go and design a car and all sorts of things,
What?
but it's incredible, and it's something that we need that
This
will
doesn't look like anything I'd like.
interactive the way that Walking
Walking
Dead,
Dead.
Talking Dead.
I
all
hate
of
that they
those things.
stopped
So,
the thing, like the interactive show thing. with Walking Dead.
oh yeah. So Snowpiercer does similar to that, which is an AMC.
Where you watch the show and you like
But,
play along.
Yes. So Snowpiercer would be I think maybe it would be a cool thing for us to watch. Maybe
To me, it
not.
was a random movie that I just saw one time. Like, I was bored and I clicked on it, and I was so glad I did.
Haven't watched the movie.
Well, that was-
haven't watched the
well-
movie, but the show was
Great
really
movie. Awesome
That's-
movie.
That was our
I
thing,
don't
right?
find too many shows that Brooke and I are like, ooh, that's a really good show.
Yeah, because we
Well,
have
Great movie.
Our
on this show.
Carlos, you know us. Erica, Clint, you guys know us. Our personalities are not
So when we-
exactly. We
You
are.
would
Find
love the movie.
That are
We are
that hits
yin-yang.
with both of us.
We will watch. We will watch the movie this weekend. All right, let's move on to the next segment. We've surpassed the Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Food, yay! Let's talk.
Food day! Wait, hold on.
What are we eating tonight?
So listen, we have 9 minutes left, and Erica has to drop off because she has early morning stuff she has to get to, and the rest of us are gonna. Well, I'm gonna wake up with the toddler. So-
Hey.
Hey. So, what is everybody craving this week? What's your craving?
Ice cream,
Erica, go.
ice cream, and nutty bars.
Girl.
Not Nutter Butters, Nutty
Ooh,
Bars.
you say?
That's the
Let's
weird
go
name
get
of your
some
sex tape?
Erica, what type of ice cream?
I like mint chocolate chip, the Halo.
Yeah, bravo, me too. I will have. Wait, are we adding Nutter Butters, the mint chocolate chip?
Yes.
I'm so
They're frozen. Do you want me to go get you some?
That is a strange name for a stripper.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
Watching
Eating Nutter
Bridesmaids and apparently
Butters.
eating that.
So did you order a family meal? That's a better question?
I forgot about it.
Because it actually ended up being something that fell into the food group of the Brook, and we have food that will be over here at 6:30. But I will happily swing by Publix and pick up mint chocolate chip ice cream and Nutter Butters, if that means you're coming over to hang out for dessert.
And they were on BOGO, by the way.
Did you
Now
buy
you
it?
got, now you got Brooks' attention.
Bring the Nutter Butters, and I'll go pick up the mint chocolate chip. Now, mint chocolate chip white or mint chocolate chip green?
Oh, seriously?
Halo only has the green one from Mint chocolate chip.
Green mint chocolate chip
Yeah,
is the
mint's
only
only.
chocolate chip.
To my knowledge, it's usually
No,
green.
white
Yeah.
Mint chocolate chip is not real.
It's not real. It's fake.
It's not real.
It's fake.
I thought that was just chocolate chip, not mint chocolate chip. So
Nope.
Exactly.
They call it mint chocolate chip.
I mean, it has the flavor, but it's not the same.
So, text you tomorrow, and we'll figure out if you want to come over for some mint chocolate chip Nutter Butter stuff. Brooke Al, what are you craving?
Yogurt Mountain.
Aw.
Fair enough. Listen, we've been with our toddler, and I had this written into a segment, but we're gonna hold off and push it to next week
Push it.
when we don't have our segment. Push it real good. We're gonna push that to next week. But I want to talk about next week. We're going to talk about being a parent in the pandemic, because I think that between three of us, not Carlos, between three of us, things
are getting hairy.
Not Clint, you don't have a kid.
I know. Me and Carlos are two dads. God.
So
You're the godfather.
yeah, the godfathers. But
I'll send this dog to you guys.
next week,
No.
we're supposed to open. Tyler is supposed to go back to school, which opens us back up to
And summer camps and
and
things of
summer
that
camps and things like that. I didn't want to talk about it tonight, but
Watch Meatballs.
moving closer into real life,
Normal.
so to speak.
for us at least.
We'll talk about that later. Carlos, what are you craving?
I've had actually two. One is salted caramel gelato and tiramisu. So
Where would you get either?
Actually, there's a place here in Lakeland that actually makes a good one. Over there at the corner of Pipkin Road and Lund Road. There's a little plaza there. I forget the name of it right now, and I apologize. But I believe the owners are from, oh god.
Is that by the cheesecake place?
Yeah, it's a cheesecake place. Yeah.
Apples, free cheesecake.
So and I'm sorry, no, I lied. I'm sorry, no, they don't make the gelato. They make the cheesecake. I apologize, but
Back
my
in
buddy-
cheesecake.
yeah, but the cheesecake location they have is amazing. The flavors they have too. But for gelato, my buddy Roberto Mori from Italy, out in Tampa, he still does that. So it's amazing stuff that he makes. But for the tiramisu, I had like weird cravings over this last week, so I just looked up recipes. I'm actually gonna make some tiramisu over the weekend for myself. So I'll save some for y'all to sit. We can come over and have some, and then maybe die from it. I don't know.
Can we?
But
Thinking out
Is
loud,
that a we invite?
say what, Clint?
Is that a we invite?
I think it is. That's what
I guess I'll make two batches worth.
thinking. Is like, I think we should go ahead and start making some group trips.
Like I said, I'm pandemic quarantine baking. That's been a new thing for me. So, but yeah, so I don't know if somebody's allergic to something in tiramisu, let me know, and don't eat it.
I
Happy-
guess I should Google it.
Clint, what are you
I'm
craving?
not going.
Chicken cordon bleu, which I will be making tomorrow night.
Making for yourself?
Yeah. Or somebody else who wants to join me.
Great, because I ordered salmon. Leave Erica out of this. I ordered salmon, and now you're
not
talking
good
about chicken
leftover,
cordon
babe.
bleus, which my wife, way down there on planet Earth,
But
makes an incredible chicken cordon bleu. So if anybody wants to, not anybody, if anybody on the panel would love to explore that, yeah. Buddy, I'm telling
you wanna
chicken
explore my
cordon
chicken
bleu.
cordon bleu.
If you want to explore her chicken cordon bleu,
Well, you found the Clint.
Is there cordon bleu sauce?
Some people like it watery. Some people don't.
Clint, where else? If you weren't making it yourself, where would you
Where
go?
would you
Where
get
are you
your
going
cordon
for
bleu?
a chicken cordon bleu?
Actually, if I wasn't going to make that, well, then I would go to Charlie's in Tampa and have a tradition steak. So
True. Do they make it right?
Good choice.
Not like Outback
Obviously.
steak, because Outback's like Uh,
Amaze balls.
birthday.
They over pepper everything.
Well, they overcook everything.
Salt too. Too much salt.
Yep.
My
Too
opinion.
much salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you couldn't tell.
I'm going to skip the other meal ideas I had, and I'm going to stick to the straightforward entree. And my entree of the week is the brown butter salmon. A friend of ours owns Elite Catering, and his family meal for the day was the brown butter salmon. And it's hand-seared salmon and brown butter topped with capers and tomatoes, served with rice pilaf, fresh green beans, garden salad, bread, and then your choice of if you wanted to take a gallon of sweet tea or a gallon of lemonade. Yeah.
So that sweet tea and lemonade is great with Grey Goose, just so you know.
It's the best. It's the
Let's spice it up a bit.
Our friends at Elite Catering, I wanted to give them the shout out tonight because that meal came up, and we've been watching the different meals that they put out, and
Wanting them, but I can't have them because I have so many allergies.
her allergies
so.
are ridiculous, and we don't want to ask them to make
A special meal.
We need you to make this meal a
Can you make that
way.
without mushrooms or without mustard or without bread or
Here's a plate of ice, Brooke. Just eat this.
Chips. I'm gonna eat all the ribs.
Jerron was over here this past week and we were talking to them. We're like, hey, so what do you think your meals are gonna be for next week? And he goes, a brown butter salmon on rice pilaf. And I'm like, oh, I can eat that.
Yes. So we talked with Jerron, and he is we have a delicious meal that we have finally been able to order. He did one we ordered 3 weeks ago.
About 3 or 4 weeks
yeah,
ago.
it was 3-4 weeks ago. And don't say bye yet. Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on. No, we'll sign off. We'll sign off. Give us 5 minutes. We'll all sign off together.
No, because your 5 minutes goes into 30. So I love y'all.
I want to give the shout out to Jerron, and we'll do.
Just did a shout.
Yep. So anyway, I want to give the shout out to Jerron and say Elite Catering brown butter salmon. We'll post pictures. We'll post all of the yumminess. You don't have to watch me eat it. And yes. So Erica, do you have any other points that you want to talk about? You don't want to talk about your business because you got to go.
She's tired.
Erica closing out on us.
To go out to tomorrow.
Whack, whack, whack.
I love y'all. Bye.
Hi guys, love ya.
We love you.
But don't leave, Clint.
Yeah,
Wait.
you stay here.
You stay.
And Erica's gonna leave hers on because she knows better than to cancel her video and make me have to do an extra edit.
What are we doing?
We're gonna start closing out.
Are we-
Carlos, tell us 30 to 60 seconds about the financial market.
It's raining sideways. Wait, no, it's the weather.
There it is. Boom, done.
Race weather.
We're winning.
Yeah, no. Funny enough, with right now, it's funny how influential the news is with the financial markets. I've said this before on video, and again, this is not incentive to buy stock. This past performance does not guarantee future results. I'm not here to, I guess, to solicit, etc. But when you look at the markets, things that people do influence how people feel. So if you have somebody who says, "Hey," whether it be like a big star. Funny enough, we were talking about this earlier about Twitter and fact checking or whatever, influencing about somebody saying, "I'm going to purchase this," or "I feel like this," that can sway the market real quick. Of how much something's going to have a value. So with right now everything happening, with the racially charged stuff we talked about earlier, with the whole Twitter thing taking on top of that, it's making some people not feel uneasy, but they're going, okay, what is happening? The uneasiness is still there. We did have some ups within the last 7 days, and that was great, but at the same time, not enough to make everybody feel like, hey, everything's back to normal, because, like in Florida, I know eventually, I think we did talk about phase 2. So some people are going, whatever. Some others are going, no, I'm going to take it easy. So you still have that where the new cusp at, even if we're plateaued, people are going still unsure because there's nothing that says, oh, like, you have penicillin and it's cured this disease or something. There's still uneasiness when people are going like, cool, we're going back at it, but I'm gonna wear only half a hazmat suit. So I get it. When people have that fear of the unknown, it's not easy to go back into the market and say, I'm going to put money in, or I'm still hearing people that after 60, 90 days of being furloughed, then they get let go and they're thinking they're going to get their job back. So you got a lot of uneasiness. You still got over 30 some odd million people unemployed across the US. That's a 10% of the population right there. And people are still actually filing it because they're not getting jobs back or businesses have to close. So it's
people are lazy too.
Yeah, that as well. I mean, now again, it's just like the cop situation from earlier that we talked about. It only takes a small bunch to ruin it for the rest.
Yep.
But at the same time, though, like it or not, we're at a new leveling, like a seesaw. We're going like, okay, we're now at a point where we're seeing things level out, but which way is it going to swing and how quickly is it going to make a shift? So I would say in the next 60 days, keep an eye out for things taking either a major dip or a major comeback. Because people are like, screw it, whatever, make the economy work. People are going to be like, oh no, I told you something. I have no crystal ball, so I can't tell you. If you do, get at me. We'll make some money. But
so I'm decently invested, so I would really love it if it just went up.
Well, and people want to see value go up, but you don't lose money until you pull it out. So people actually want to see come back down so they can.
Advice. I bought the dip. I'd love it to go ka-ching.
Exactly, yeah. But so your people who already bought in and then say go back up, but then you'll have others going like, no, way to go back down so I can get into it again. But that's the hard thing about calling the markets. Nobody can.
Clint,
exactly.
30 to 60 seconds. How can we bring you more money outside of whoring?
I don't know. Find a trusted shop where I'm at. So come see me. That's all.
What? No thong? No,
just trusted shop. I work there, so come see me.
Bring me Osta.
That's all.
You want to talk about it or you want me to do it? Yeah.
I was like, do I want to talk?
Yeah, I want you to talk. I would prefer if you don't. She doesn't have the screen pulled up.
Wait, are we talking about boobs again or what?
Yeah. Like, meh.
Oh, no. All right. No, let's go.
All right. So, in the digital marketing realm, we had a client call and have us requested for us have a consultation about building a mobile app for them. And what it was is they basically said that we needed to solve a pain point in their business. And he said, this is something that is a pain point for everybody in our business. And if you guys can go ahead and design the app and build it the way that we need it built, it's going to fix a problem that exists in our industry, maybe not worldwide, but nationwide. And he's like, I don't want to, I'm okay with owning a piece of it. I'm okay with this and that or the other thing, but I trust you guys to go ahead and just build the application to help us do better. We go into Walmart and there's so many Walmarts in the country or the world and blah blah blah. We go into Walmart and we have to assess 75 to 100 different of these little things. He goes and if you can build an app that helps us organize the process and make it smoother and faster and better, that would be great because time is money. And if I spend 4 hours in there, then okay, that's the norm. But if you guys cut it down to 2 hours, then we're saving time and we're saving money. We're more efficient and we can sell ourselves better to the Walmarts across the world, the Targets, the other things. So talking with him, he basically was like, I don't care about making money off of it. I just know that you guys are the ones that can solve the problem, and I want to trust you with the job of doing it. And here's my idea. I thought that was really cool. Obviously, we're going to build the platform and give him a portion of the company if it becomes something. But the idea of him calling us and saying, I trust you with my idea, that this is something that could become nationally or globally an amazing thing. It's an idea I have. I thought that was really cool. I love the trust factor in that somebody would look at us, and he's very busy. He's a very busy individual, and locking him down for time, anything like that, for him to go, I want to sit down and talk to you for 30 minutes and tell you about this idea I have that I think you can take to another level. And I don't want to make anything out of it. I just want you to solve the pain point of my company. Was I don't even know how to explain it, but it's a cool feeling that somebody would trust us to go, here's my $1 million idea. I want you guys to take it and run with it. If I make something of it, cool. But at the same time, if you're just helping my business, that's great. I thought that was really, really cool. And of course, I said, I'll give you. What percentage of the company would you like? What do you think is fair? Because I can build it. I know that we can run with it. I know that we could turn this into an idea that is profitable for you. But I thought it was cool. It was just a turning point in our company to have people say, I trust you with this idea.
That's awesome. But I'm always going to say, lawyer up. You want to make sure that no, I mean, and I'm not saying that just to say to take things away from him or to be safe or whatever. But at the same time, though, you want to make sure that that it's giving him a percentage.
Serious right now. I'm gonna point out that my husband is wearing real pants on this webcast. Who else is wearing real pants? Not okay. I'm gonna go with not me. Obviously not Clint.
Excuse me for those shorts.
I'm gonna go with
at least I'm not
Erica,
jokes.
probably not wearing pants. My husband has on real pants right now. I mean, they're not long pants, but they're shorts.
Prove it.
Like actual buttons in a zipper.
Prove it.
They're pants. They're shorts.
Prove it. I was like, he's
Prove
wearing
it.
a polo, an undershirt, and real pants.
Prove it.
I thought that it was cool that
Sorry.
I love that it's been 3 years since her and I have started our venture of being 4 years.
2016.
4 years of her and I starting our venture as media marketing, and our friends that have grown with us out of building a website, handling marketing for them, are now bringing us their. We all have those $1 million ideas that are probably $1 ideas.
And like I said, and that's great. Just make sure, seriously, lawyer up. Not even for yourself, like I was saying earlier, and before we got distracted by pants. But no, just also for the idea of saying, if you're going to do that for him, to give him an amount or something, what you want to do. I mean,
not even to go that far or go that serious. I don't want to move into that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about pants or?
No, and
yes, we'll talk about your pants offline.
We're still live. And the thought that people are coming up to us with their ideas and willing to give me their ideas for us to turn it into something is incredible. Because if you are not an entrepreneur in this day and age, thinking outside of the box and figuring out how to make money, and you are relying on old-fashioned ways of making money, I'm sorry, I don't feel that it's.
No, I get it, and I get, and you're right. It's a good feeling of saying, "Wow, people just trust me," and that's an amazing feeling. With what I do, people trust me with a lot of different things, and I'm going, "That's cool," whether they know me or not. But also, But I'm just saying, for that kind of scenario, I know you know better. I'm just saying that to say out loud. And
You don't say it out loud.
yeah, well, lawyer up. I'm just saying. But to help him also, because you want to make sure that you're taking care of him, and it's on there to say, hey, listen, we're willing to. It's on here, and because like you said, you want to take care of the person too. You gave me the idea. I'll make it go far.
I think that Carlos stopped. I think he stopped drinking.
Me and Clint are like, why so serious?
Somewhere about Carlos make a drink.
TJ and Carlos are so serious, and me and Clint are like, why so serious?
Carlos needs to do it.
No.
All right.
Hello.
There we go.
Here.
I'm not that far.
Hey, kids.
Hey.
Again, stay away from Chuck E. Cheese. Come on.
You haven't
man.
got a hair on your ass? Take your shirt off.
I do.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So, Clint,
Hey.
thank you so much for being here tonight. I kind of feel like you almost need to be a freaking permanent.
I know. I feel like you need to be
I feel like
show permanent.
I am a good sideshow. I'm just saying.
Good mascot.
I feel like
you
with
fit in.
exception to the nakedness, you kind of with the nakedness, you might fit in perfectly.
All of a sudden, our viewership went up.
I am going to leave the world with a positive quote.
Is this making people uncomfortable? My bad.
I'm going to leave the world with a positive, happy thought quote, and this will be our sign off into our 30-second song. My closing quote is, impossible only means that you haven't found the solution yet.
Or you haven't found the Clint.
You have not found. Right. Impossible only means that you have not found the Clint yet. Boom.
Shit.
That's a good quote.
Love you guys. See ya.
Everybody.